time to do.
With all his gaming knowledge, his whole heart into assembling this deck. I have to believe that it holds some secret strategy.
Oh, baby. We're back once again with another weekly parallel tournaments brought to you by Souk, brought to you by Stadium, brought to you by Paragon's DAO, brought to you by me, and brought to you by God, bro. Get ready for some of the most seat-gripping, jaw-clenching, panty-dropping, parallel action that you've ever seen in your entire gosh darn life, brother. Can I get some W's in chat? W's in chat if you're ready.
So draw your card and face your fate.
If you're ready for some of the juiciest content you've ever seen. And I forgot, we're also on a 3-minute delay. So ignore the chat. Ignore the chat over here. In 3 minutes, you'll see W's flooding. I guarantee it. Anyone who's here, thank you so much for being here. It's going to be a grand old time. Last week, frankly, it banged. This week, it's also going to bang. And I can guarantee that. Big Hoss, Silk Wallace, anyone else that's lurking in chat, thank you guys for being here. We're going to hop into it. Let me get into the Stadium Discord and let me see. This week we're joined by Sursu, the organizer himself, man. We're going to be dual casting. Should be a grand old time. Let's see if we got him online. Hey, man.
Yo, what's good, brother?
Nothing much. We are live.
I'm happy that we're live, my friend.
Hell yeah.
This is actually going to be super, super fun, bro. Like,
It should be really fun.
No, for real.
The 24-hour stream was fun, and we were both absolutely demolished at that point. Oh, no, we lost him. Oh, no. Oh, we lost you.
Oh, you did? Am I back? Am I back?
You're back now.
Okay. I guess I have to. I'm going to just hold this mic very close to the chest.
Okay.
That's all good.
Wait, how did you disconnect? Because your mic?
I have no idea.
Oh, weird.
Maybe the mic just decided to drop, or maybe I had joined the Discord thingy and then muted myself. I don't know what the fuck happened.
It was probably goblins.
I think so. I think we have audio goblins for sure.
Fuck, dude. I don't think there's a cure for audio goblins.
No, there is not.
Oh no. Okay.
Word. Okay, so who are we casting first?
Well, let me pop up the for the stream. Let me pop up the bracket we got here.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do the exact same. Yeah, because we've got, if I can interact with this bad boy, we've got Brazy and Seagull, one of the matches, Light Piglet and Silk Wallace.
Nice.
And then there's Big Hoss and Iodo, and then there's Telon, and I think that's Marv, if I'm not mistaken.
Marv and Telon?
I don't know. I can't even see the last name for some reason. Like
Did we get booted? Are we not on
here
anymore?
No. It is Marv. Oh, maybe we did. You know what? Let's just exhibition match ours. It's fine.
Okay,
totally.
That's fine.
Yeah. Like, once we get to winners finals, we'll take a break. We'll play a best of 3 for shits and gigs, and then we'll go to we'll do losers and then cover grands. It's perfect.
I'm here for that.
Amazing. Okay,
the first question that comes to my mind, man, is Brazy gonna take it once again?
You know what? That's a really good question.
What do you think?
I think you know what? If Sentience was here, I think he would have probably gave him a run for his money because he was the only player that actually took a match off of him. Brazy pretty much went on what would have been a 10-0 run, perfection, but sustained one loss to Sentients or one round. I don't know. I mean, this Exile group is fucking dirty. Like,
they're such nerds.
Yeah, straight up.
In a good way.
In a very good way.
They're like try-harding so much, and I love to see it. But
no, no, go ahead, I'm sorry.
But Brazy is also like, yeah, you're right. He went on a tear. So he's looking strong. It's definitely going to be his to lose, right?
100%. I mean, dude was going perfects on Earthen. That's scary. That's a very scary player to play against. Also, dude is sick because he's got the 1/1 Cathari. I'm jealous as fuck. I'm incredibly jealous.
I know.
He's the drippiest player we've seen so far, and really good. I'm concerned.
Those avatars are so flexy when you go in there and you see someone with who has the Augencore one, Kavak.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, and like every time I see it, and it's master and then 1/1 master and then 1/1 avatar, I'm like, oh god, just concede.
Yeah,
just
quick
concede.
Question is, I need to get good so I can win that 1/1 universal, which is probably the sickest one we've seen.
Did they announce how you win it? It's like through some sort of tournament, right?
It's some tournament. I think it's an Ardent tournament or Avatar tournament or something. But
yeah, we're hosting that, the Ardent tournament.
Oh, well, hey.
But I want to play. I want to win that.
No, seriously.
So maybe I need to bow out.
Dude, okay, look. So, all right, look. So, look. If either of us win it, especially if I win it, we could just like, I'll just send it to you for a couple months. We could just like rock with it every once in a while.
I'm down for that.
Cool.
We'll do a little timeshare.
Yeah. Perfect.
To be honest, if we win that, we should start a timeshare. We should start a DAO just around that entirely.
I agree. I think that would be the most meta thing we could do, actually. That'd be super sick.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks again to everyone being here. What is the timeline on the matches, Sir Sue? Is T-Lon getting all that set up?
Yes, he is. I would assume. Yeah. Okay. It looks like Brazy and Seagull are about to be ready to play, so I think we're gonna queue them up first.
Sick. Did we lose you again? No, lost you again.
Oh, you did? Am I back?
You're back now.
Okay. I was gonna say, which point of view do you want? Do you want Brazy's or Seagull's?
Brazy.
Nice. I figured that was gonna be the case, but I had to ask. All right.
Oh, because we're doing opposites. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
sure.
Casting the same thing, but just different points of view.
Perfect.
Love it.
It's called diversity.
Right.
Diversity check.
This is the real DEI.
Dude, this is Ebony and Ivory, the live stream.
Absolutely.
We both have different points of view. We both have different skin colors. We both have different tournament players. And this is called a melting pot.
Absolutely. That it is. Wait, hold on. We have someone asking. Oh, okay. I think we have another player that was trying to figure out how to get over here. They went to the Paragon's Discord and not ours.
Was it
Let me go fetch them. I don't know. I'm in streamer mode, so it's truncating all the usernames.
Okay.
Let me see something here. Please refrain from posting Discord. See, I can't do it anywhere. Oh my god.
You need me to do something?
Let me actually give it to J. Crew, and then he can post it.
In the meantime, everyone watching, go follow Stadium, go follow us. We're everywhere. We're going to keep doing this. It's going to be banging. I just want to get that in there.
Absolutely.
You know what I also want to get in there? I set an alarm, but we actually we got the perfect time for it right now. Souk has a announcement going on. They've got a
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah.
so Souk is one of our sponsors, guys. They're putting up the prize pool, right?
Absolutely.
And they have a contest going on. Let me make sure I've got the correct.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the tweet now, actually. Or I have to sign into X, i.e. Twitter, all of a sudden.
Bro,
Lord have mercy.
X is just so clunky. Twitter.
It's the worst thing. This dude has been trying to make X happen like Fetch from, like, what's his name? Mean Girls? Like, dude.
Stop trying to make it happen.
Since the PayPal days, he wanted to call that X.com. Like, bro, why?
Yeah, stop it. All right,
okay.
I got it pulled up.
You got it? Okay, great.
So we got a leaderboard here. First place has $700 in volume. Okay, so parallel competition alert. Whoever generates the most volume on Souk Finance / pools will win 31 Prime plus 31 USDC. It's about, what is that?
That's
$200?
What is that? Like, Prime is almost $3.
Prime's like
It's
$3.
at least it's like $3. So like I'd say that's
150.
about like 90 something bucks plus another 30. It's like $120.
Bingo.
Yeah. I mean, that's good enough for you if you generate some AMM. I mean, first of all, I think what's the benefit is if you're contributing to their market maker, you'll get money from trading fees. That's one. Two, you'll win this competition, which gets you more Prime and USDC, and then you could just spend all that back on cards.
Easy. I need that, man. I bought some cards with Prime last night, and then watching Prime run is like,
yeah.
pretty soon there's going to be like $1,000 that I spent on a common, and that's going to hurt, I think.
I feel you on that, which is why, like, hopefully with the payload, the Prime price fluctuates a little bit. Like, it could go under 1 Prime. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
Cool. Yeah,
that would be
you
nice.
know, like 0.1, like 0.5 Prime for cards. I'd be like, yeah, okay, send it, send it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like 1.2, and I'm like, damn, that's $4 per common or whatever. Like, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm sure Telon has gotten people together now at this point, so we've got to see what's going on here.
Okay. How sick is tournament mode gonna be?
Dog, I'm very excited.
I was going through the client the other day and looking at, I was just like clicking everything. And you know all the nameplates that they have?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those are for tournament wins. It looks like they're going to have like 3 or 4 different tournament modes in client.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. And I'm
Wait a minute.
assuming that comes with spectator. What are we waiting?
No, I'm saying Telon looks like he's already playing a match, and I think Brazy is about to start their match. So I guess we can just pretty much kind of pop in and see which one we want to.
Oh, we got to ask them to stream in Discord.
Right. Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I need to. Do we have a?
I wonder if the meta is going to change at all.
I think like as we start to see more complex like metas, I would love to kind of see a resurgence of Marcolian. And I'd also love to see a little bit more like Augencore play. But I think for the most part, we've seen sort of like Marcolian fall far from the tree. and some of the other parallels have sort of stepped up. I also do want to see a lot of universal play styles as well. We have not seen a lot of that. I would love to see a little bit of that as well. I think so. Hopefully, we can start to see more unique metas as we see a larger player base kind of pop up. And I'm actually curious to see the stats on the starter decks because I'm not sure how many new players have gotten a piece of parallel yet as a result of the starter decks. I'd love for them to release some info on that too.
Definitely. I was half paying attention if I'm being completely honest.
All good.
Because I'm trying to get Brazy's stream up and
That's fair.
I think it's not working. Is it showing loading for you too?
It is showing loading for me. And I'm also at the same time like making sure that our point of view is on Twitter as well.
Okay, I'm actually gonna pull up T-Lons then.
Okay, cool. Well then okay, Brazy's is up, but yeah, we need Iotos, and then we also need Marv's stream.
Yes.
Stream match, please.
Okay, so right now, guys, I'm watching T-Lon's perspective. He's got a squad trader, and he's got the Juggernaut Workshop missile unit. We're joining this one halfway through.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the other POV, but I will commentate with you as far as T-Lons is concerned.
Fucking sick. Tight.
Okay, it looks like Marv is about to put his up. Fuck yeah.
The T-Lon's playing Marv right now?
Yeah, he's playing Marv.
Cool.
And I'm going to...
Wow, clear board on turn 8.
Oh, man.
Can you redo your ambient mic volume, Circe?
Yeah.
Okay, this time he went out for the 4/4 with armed. Which is your go-to workshop unit? Do you play Augencore much, Circe?
I do play a little bit of Juggernaut Workshop.
Okay. Do you usually do... I see a lot of the missile unit. I see a lot of the 4/4. Don't see much of the Defender boy.
I don't see much of Defender, but honestly, Defender's a sleeper. If you know that you're playing against kind of like, let's say, like an Earthen or something, or someone with very damaging cards, playing Defender actually is going to save your bacon. But I don't think we've seen more people use that because most Augencores have been in a position where they have...
Oh no. I think we keep losing Circe. I don't know why though. We keep losing ya.
Am I here? Am I here now?
You're here now.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Cuts out for 10 seconds every once in a while, which is weird.
It's so odd, dude.
It's really weird.
Okay. But basically what I was saying, actually, wait a minute. Is that a Ardent Prime card back?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
From Marv.
Ooh. All right, Marv. I see you.
Do you know the cutoffs for each of the Ardent tiers? Because I thought I had some juice. I thought I had a lot of parallel cards, and I'm like the lowest tier.
Dude, I have no idea, to be quite honest with you. I do not know what the cutoff was. But I do know that you did have to have a lot of cards. I just don't know how much, but you definitely did have to have a lot.
It's okay. I have a high sense of worth involved in Web3. And so this bear market's been tough for me, and seeing myself in the lowest of parallel when that's like one of my highest investments was kind of hurtful, but
I don't disagree with you. it definitely was a reality check. I was like, damn, I thought my pools were prime, and I was quickly corrected.
There's some big money in this game.
Dude, hella, man. Hella money.
All
right.
right. So
Oops.
Marv's
What did I
got some
do?
good board control right now. That assault unit, and he's got it shielded with the +2 generator now. So that's
Yeah.
a good one. He can black market fixer it though.
Yes, he could. And I hope he does.
There he does.
Yeah.
That is a
Smart.
good. It's a really good workaround for shielded. Shielded can
Right.
be so annoying, but
Yeah, he's gonna have to throw that. He could throw that upgrade on it. Yeah, because now at least he's shielded, so there's no effects that can happen to him. But he doesn't have defender. Oh, he does. He should be putting defender.
there
Okay,
we go.
good.
There's the defender boy.
There we go. Yeah, because he's in trouble. He's in trouble now. I mean, it's 30-8. With this on his face, it's not looking good for Mans right now.
Bro, who runs recon?
That's actually so funny because me and Telon have had this running joke about like recon being useless, but I think actually recon is a really significantly good card if you're ahead. Like I think like if you want to be able to make a gamble and figure out, ooh, okay, well at least he has market fixer still.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his defender, but it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing that could have happened.
He didn't get to salvage the kill switch either.
No, unfortunately not.
That's one of
That's
the
because he doesn't have an
scariest.
Core card. Yeah.
That's one of the scariest parts about Core, is that they can chain kill switch and use it as
Right.
a preemptive board wipe if they set their board up right.
100%. 100%. And I think one of those things, it's like if you don't have the right card or the right upgrade to allow you to do salvage, if your card doesn't initially have, if your unit doesn't have salvage, then yeah, it puts you in the 6. Oh, he's going to concede here.
Wow.
I mean, it makes sense. There's really not much he can do. He could not pull any other cards from his deck.
Yeah.
He only had an implant and a relic remover. And I've noticed that a lot of players do not use relic unless you're like a Cathari Earthen player. I have not seen people use relics for Shroud, which is very weird. It's a missed opportunity for me. But it's hard to have it.
Shroud relics are amazing.
They're quite incredible.
That's one of the. I mean, we were talking about meta earlier, and one of the meta shifts that I have seen is that I was playing Shroud last night, and I was using this Firekeeper Malamber deck where they have the Artifact Appraiser. They have what's that one cost artifact? It looks like trash bags in a toilet.
I think I know what you're talking about.
We all know the one.
Yeah.
But they've got so it's got that, and then I added in cost of creation where you can discard everything, and then your steward gets buffed whenever you waste or not waste, but singularity something. It's really, really good. I hope we see some of that deck today because it's very strong. It's way too strong of an early game for Shroud to have. I guarantee that will be nerfed.
I agree. And also, like, if you get what is it? Okay, so I'm watching Mars' point of view here. I'm trying to get this.
Oh, did we lose you again? I think we lost him again. Okay, Telon lost that match, switching up to Cathari. And his hand is looking like he's got some early turn plays. It's looking okay. The Tome of Atio is very interesting. I haven't seen it. I haven't played against it where it's like pogged off against me. You know, I tried to mess with it in alpha a little bit, but maybe I just haven't seen the right juice here. Let me check in on Sursu. Yeah, we lost him. Maybe he doesn't realize he disconnected. All right. Innovative Apprentice is now buffed up with the shield generator. That's going to be really annoying. I don't know how long it will stay, but it only has one attack right now, but it will be pretty annoying. Oh, Marv says it's not Ardent Prime, but Vanguard. Oh, shit. Which is higher? Prime's higher, I'm assuming.
Right.
Hey, you're back.
Okay, I think I did a couple of adjustments.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be in a good place here.
Sick.
I've also been trying to adjust my video because for some reason on Discord, it's like the quality is dipping in and out, so it's a little weird. But anyway, all good. Let's get into this. I'm watching Mars' point of view. You're watching Telon's.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, great.
And I know sometimes Discord, like sometimes the Discord capture, which we're doing, is like dependent on their computer. So
this is also true.
We're doing our best.
Marv's like perspective is a little bit. It's not great quality actually. It's very very difficult. Telon's is much better,
bro.
But you know what? It's all good. We're gonna
spectator
get this
mode.
Going. I believe.
Just imagine spectator mode.
Oh man. Hopefully spectator mode is just gonna pull like your local. And not necessarily from. It'll just take the game instance from the client, not necessarily from the players.
I think it will. And you should be able to hover over all the cards in like as a streamer, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'll be very nice.
Yeah, exactly. It'll just show all the hands revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, is he gonna bank kill switch? He is. Interesting. Okay.
Huh.
And Marv's putting out. It looks like an armed one. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Tome of ATO really pog off?
I've seen Tome of ATO like go off if you have the right condition set.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice early relic to play. So hopefully we can start to see. Ooh, he has the other relic put out. I forget what it's called. But that's a really good relic too.
The space top.
Yeah.
The Beyblade.
Yeah, the spinning top. What do we call that? The
Dreidel.
No. There's a. I'm making a reference to Inception. The Inception spinning top.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What were they're like totems or something?
Yes, the totem. Yes, the totem.
Yeah. It does look like that. That's a good reference.
Exactly. I'm hoping Telon has some units in his hand he can deploy soon. At least some like one cost or like or two costs.
I have
What would be
Galley
really
perfect
beneficial?
loop.
If
Oh,
he had
I'm talking about stuff in his hand that you can't see. Sorry.
Right. No, you're good.
Wait. So what? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
What are the
Okay.
What are the conditions?
Smart. That's exactly what I was looking. I was hoping he had that seeing triple
Seeing triple.
because now he has defender. So at least if anything, like Marv can't just automatically attack face. So there's a good opportunity here for him to at least like stave off an onslaught for at least one turn, because it's not looking good for the boy here. Yeah, he's got Black Market Fixer. This is an easy mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hoping he could hide behind those defenders.
Right. Well, at least he has a counter on the tone, so as long as he gets more counters, he can do some unique things there. Yep, that's gone. Yep, that one's gone too. And lastly, that one is also gone. And Marv also has 2 energy. Oof. I do not think he has any cards available for him to put anything down. But it is a board clear.
Yeah, it's tough to have a clear board against an Ogden Core at any point in the game, let alone turn 6.
Agreed.
It's kind of an interesting matchup. It's about who gets a quicker start, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think both of these parallels, or at least these deck setups, need to have real early game board positioning in order for them to kind of take advantage. Because once one of them snowballs, it's very hard for the other one to kind of play on the back heel. They don't really have a lot of like board. Well, Augencore does kind of have a board clear, but like Cathari doesn't really have board clear mechanics like your Shroud does, or like an Earthen that could change the state of a particular unit from active to pacifist. So
yeah, I know anti-organic is like, and they have the energy for it now too. So this is looking a little dire for T-Lon.
Oh, but he just played an Eye of Galley, so he's able to at least use the black market fixer. He could copy it. Okay. So that's actually going to be pretty useful for him.
Gets rid of the pesky doll lady. Has a Scipion in hand. He's got the 2/2 defender, the evil elf man.
Okay. This actually might... He may be able to mount somewhat of a defense, but I mean, there's a ton of upgrades that Marv has. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one for sure, because
he has triple the cards in his hand.
Exactly. Order of operations states, if anything, whichever card has his most powerful potential is probably going to use that to either attack the face or to start making a lot of crazy damage. I honestly would use. Okay, interesting. He starts to kill switch to then knock off both units at once.
Does that card have salvage 1?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so he's going to probably salvage that ocular implant.
Yep. That could continue that card draw.
If ocular implant gets going, there's very few ways to draw cards in parallel, and ocular implant is a great one.
100% agree.
If that's
it's honestly too dirty. If I'm honest,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, and the fact that you can have multiple of these in your deck, and assuming you play a salvage playstyle, you can continually draw as many cards as you'd want. And then if you have the relic, the universal relic that enables you to have no card limit, it's disgusting.
Oh, I've never played that. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I was playing last night? I was playing Sanctuary.
Sanctuary's good. I like Sanctuary.
It's pretty good, man. I kept drawing like 7-cost cards, like trading up from a 1-cost to a 7, getting the berserkers out there.
Yeah. I definitely think like I think the only thing with Sanctuary is you have to sacrifice a card. Whereas Ocular, all you have to do is be in attack state and you can draw.
True.
Which I think is it's a lot less risky, but obviously you have to play Augencore. But if you wanted to like just get unique cards, you can definitely do that easily with Sanctuary for sure.
Do you think if Ocular Implant was a 2 energy, that would solve it, or do you think it's innate in its card text?
If it was a 2 energy cost, or if there was some sort of drawback, I think it would make it less OP, which would be good. Yeah. Because right now, like, you're in a perfect position where you have cards that play salvage.
Amperage just wipes.
Yeah.
And T-Lon has 0 cards in hand, 0 on board.
Yeah, this looks like it's a concede. Sure.
Is there anything that he could draw at this point to pull him out of the hole?
No, he would have had to have had a different Paragon. I forget which one it is. Cepius, I think. Where you can throw him out and then he uses all the cards in your waist and everything else, and then could create kind of like a lethal state. But yeah,
T-Lon, damn.
No, it's rough.
Defeated.
It's rough.
But
it's
congrats
rough
to Marv though. Marv played well.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there was no contention really for him. Honestly, this was a very simple and swift match. He had benefit of first card draw, also had benefit of just being able to have great setup early. You know, and it's really interesting how like the early game for Parallel is really important. It's hard pressed to find yourself in a situation in which you can kind of come back unless a player starts making mistakes. You know, sometimes you can have players where they'll have great setups early game, and they either get a little too comfortable and then they misplay, or they forget the order of operations on how their cards are supposed to be played, so they don't chain the right combos correctly. And those kind of mistakes can add up, or you can come back. But if your deck doesn't really have a lot of defensive utility, as far as like board clears, as far as like resets, it becomes very, very difficult to remove board presence from like an Alkancor or from an Earthen or even a Shroud. And you know, it's very difficult to kind of like stave off that kind of menacing board presence if you don't have enough in your kit. So yeah.
Anytime anyone says stave off, I just assume infection is the next word.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely it's definitely like that though. Like when you think of when you think of situations like these, I think, you know, like for example, Attack of the Clones Cathari, it feels like
he disconnected. What does it feel like, man? What does it feel like? You cut out again. I don't know why.
Oh my god, am I back?
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
No, am I not back?
You're back now.
Okay. I was saying it feels like Cathari is a cancerous cell. You know what I mean? And like you've gotta fight it off, or like anything that starts to build board presence. You're like, oh my god, what is this sickness I must defeat? It becomes very, very tricky.
So it looks like we got, and as far as our other matches go, we got Silk Wallace versus Brazy coming up.
Yep.
Marv just took out T-Lon, and then we're waiting for the winner of Ido and Big Ho Sexile.
Nice. Okay, so what streams are currently... Well, the streams that are currently up are T's and Marv's.
Yeah. We
do not have... Oh, wow. Hold on.
Let's see if Silk and Brazy can stream.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, T-Lon just tagged them. Perfect. So, yeah, we would love to cast Brazy and Silk Wallace. Silk Wallace, a longtime fan of the stream. Appreciate it. I'm going to be rooting for him. It's an underdog story of the century.
We love it. We love underdog stories. Tell me more of the context, my friend.
I don't know much more of the context. All I know is that Brazy won last week.
Right, so this is his get back, basically.
And he just won 2-0 versus Seagull.
Ooh.
Silk Wallace just won 2-0 against Light Piglet, and Light Piglet's no slouch on the leaderboard. I've been running into him pretty often. So this should be a good match. Silk Wallace has one of the giant collared Markolian men as his avatar, and I like that. Those ones are a vibe.
I do like those. I like those a lot.
T-Lon says my decks are so bad. You're running.
No, they're not.
You're running Recon, dude. Of course they're bad.
I'm crying. Okay, looks like we've got another stream up.
Okay.
Iodo and Silk.
Oops. I'm watching Silk right now.
All right, I'll watch Iodo then.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Wait,
so we've got a mirror?
Silk's playing Brazy.
Oh, he's playing Brazy. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Iodo is playing Big Hoss right now.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a mirror match. Do you want to watch this one, or which one do you want to cover?
I want to watch Silk and Brazy.
All right, cool. Let's. All right. So let me know when they're up. I'm gonna just commentate Iodo and Big Hoss right now until that match is available.
Perfect.
But yeah, right now we've got a mirror match, and I like what's being played here. We've got, oh man, Cunning CPN has been played out by Big House right now. He's got to figure out which card he's going to waste. I'm honestly a little concerned though. It would have been better if he had played that earlier. He could have gone for a better wipe of Iodo's cards with the buff. But I guess he waited to buff the Aderant instead, which is not necessarily the worst idea, but definitely interesting. Got an Adjudicant out. We've got the Synthesizer. He's got 2 of these nucleotic synthesizers, which is nice. So you can bank those cards, and then he can reduce the cost of a card that he wants to put out, which is super convenient. Okay, cool. So now he can throw out the Subjugate if you'd like. Ooh, Genetic Correction, smart. So he'll swap the Adjudicate on Big House's side and change it into... Nice. Okay. But he has no more energy, so he can't put out anything else right now. So this is still not the best scenario for him. But I think, yeah, that makes sense to take out that Cunning so that there's no more Iterants that are produced. Very smart. This is a free 2 points to the face for Big House though right now. Oh snap! I didn't even realize Iodo has the oh man, it's an Earthen concept art card. I just can't remember the name of it. I think it's
Daredevil.
Yes, that's what it looks like from here for sure. Oh, Big House put out Squad Trader, but he didn't have a card that would it would have been interesting if he had the one card that upon aftermath or upon removal does a buff, but he didn't play that. So I'm very interested why he played Squad Trader to get rid of a unit. I guess it was to get rid of the Adjudicant unit that was genetically modified. I guess that makes the most sense. He's out of energy too. There's really nothing he could do right now on this turn. I'm either his screen is frozen or yeah, I think his screen is frozen. Let me try.
Whose screen is frozen?
Iodo's screen is frozen. Okay, yeah, it
Oh.
just changed. It just fixed itself.
It's
I had to
working
get
for
out.
me.
Okay, no, we're back. We're back into
I'm
it.
not seeing Silk Wallace. Silk Wallace is streaming, but he's streaming Discord. Not sure if there's an accident going on there.
I think there is an accident there.
And Brazy's not streaming either, so let me type in chat, but we can watch Iodo right now.
Oh, he's got the PL. That's super sick. I love PLs on the board, man. They make the game look so much cooler. Oh, you've got all these cards moving.
That is a really cool PL.
Yeah. I might have to cop that just because of how it looks. I don't even play Cathari like that, but I just love how this card looks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Big House has definitely got a free 4 points to the face off this turn. His board presence is looking pretty menacing right now too. He could put Artifact Appraiser just to get that extra buff because he has 2 relics for Iodo. If he banks, no, why concede? Do not concede. Bank your card. Bank a card. Use Seeing Triple so that you can at least get. If anything, he could put out. Oh, he's gonna concede. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. There was actually a play there with Seeing Triple to at least, again, stave off the madness. by having the 3 defenders on board. Artifact Appraiser at least gets another like 4/1 bonus because of the 2 relics. So at least if anything, if they do decide to fight him, he's taking one of the units out with him. I'm not entirely sure Ioto knows. I feel like he did, but like, or they did, but I'm not entirely sure where the thought was to concede in that match. I don't think that was a match they should have gave up so easily.
I think they should have.
Really? I'm curious. I'm curious to your thought.
Well,
on...
I mean, I'm being a little bit facetious, but
fair.
but my genuine thoughts are, I think if you're playing in a tournament, you should play until there is no outs for you to win. There's especially in card games, like if you know your deck and you know you have no outs, then that's okay. But people underestimate the heart of the cards.
I agree.
You can top deck some magic that you didn't really think about. Oh, Silk says...
I wholeheartedly agree. I definitely think that was a match that could have been brought back from the brink.
Yeah. People give up too easy. And it's fine on ladder if you're like trying to have a good time and not grind out matches, but if you're in a tournament...
Right.
I err on the side anyways of grinding it out.
Totally agree. I definitely think we need more we need more of that toughness, that mental toughness that we should see in tournament play. I think it makes a big difference between folks who are really, really wanting to see things through versus folks who are not taking it necessarily that seriously. And it's not to say that this competitor is not taking it seriously. It's just a matter of I definitely think that there's a lot more creativity that can be done with a lot of these card decks. Like looking at like Telon's matches, for example, in those cases, it definitely like a concede made the most sense. There was absolutely no opportunity for a comeback. But in that case, the last match we just saw, there was a lot of play potential there. So it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, for us as casters, just to be able to see an exciting match play out.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. Brazy's stream is still loading for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I've been getting an issue. I don't even see the ability to even see Brazy's stream right now. I'm going to try again.
And Silks is just... What's up, Fask? Oh, you're going to see this 3 minutes later. And then Silks is just Discord. So
yeah, right. Yeah, his is still loading. I don't know if like his source, maybe he's trying to like source like 4K or something. I'm not entirely sure, but like
this happens sometimes. It's still showing.
Funny enough,
Discord.
I can hear the audio of it. I can't actually like see it. But
yeah, sometimes you need to restart Discord. It's just like a bug.
All right, are you Did you restart it or no? Or are you talking
no,
for the players?
he needs to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Let me go on ahead and let's check out
Who else is
the bracket here. Since we are,
there's no games to show.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's Silk versus Brazy, but we cannot see that unfortunately. It's Mar versus Big Hoss. Right. So I think we're going to be watching probably those two right now. Losers bracket is Light Piglet and Seagull, and then T-Line and Ioto. So we'll be seeing those kick off momentarily. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see.
You're so polite. I just I forget my P's and Q's.
That's why I'm here, brother. That is exactly why I'm here.
Let's check Twitter while we're at it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I should probably do that. I honestly, I need to be able to like generate some clips too.
Yeah. Clips are always good. Okay, Marv. What, Marv's isn't working now either? Bro, we need tournament mode so bad. This is so scuffed.
No, I'm telling you, we really do.
This is
But I mean, for a
so
workaround, we are
scuffed.
doing the best we can, absolutely. But low key, we definitely need tournament mode.
Okay, I've got T-Lons up now.
Okay, and then all right, so that's him and Ioto, I think.
And Ioto, yeah. So let's cast this one.
All right, cool. Let me make sure I have your link here. It's youtube.com/@ the game seller, right?
Cellar_GG.
Sick.
And Twitch is the same handle.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I'll just do both Twitch links.
Okay, Cunning Incipient on the board. Ioto he's playing Marcolin. He's playing some Catherine right now.
We like that.
Not
see some diversity.
Not much Earthen, not much Marcolian today, so it's good to see a little bit from the red planet. And this is looking more competitive. Both players have some board presence.
Oh man,
Marco clears the board. Ioto clears the board.
Mark's going crazy.
Yeah. And into Catherine territory. Got the energy for it.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, dude, it can't get targeted.
Right, it can't be targeted by abilities or effects.
Unseen Commando's a sleeper. It doesn't seem
Seriously,
like
I have
that
not
would
really
be
seen that.
spellproof, but it is.
I have not seen that played in most Marco meadows recently, but I think that's a card that needs to be played.
It's a good card.
It's a great card. Oh,
It's like a mini Master Poisoner, right? Or is that the sniper card?
I believe the sniper's a mini Master Poisoner.
Okay.
That one, yeah, because that one has armed, and I think it also has a it automatically attacks face or unit. I believe you can choose.
Cool.
Ooh, this is a interesting. It's like a mixture between a vehicle and unit deck, and it's doing damage.
This looks like the Cobra Commander deck.
I believe it might be.
Yeah, Free Roll came out with that deck, and Rye was playing it yesterday. It's a pretty solid deck, and 10 health for Cathari is not where you want to be. Yo, Telon, stop being such a baby, dude. Play these games.
You know what? And I think it's because of the face hit. Yeah, because he has no defenders.
Let him be honorable. You gotta let your opponent drive you through with his sword.
So true. Oh, that's rough though. That's rough for my boy T.
Yeah, he's having a hard tournament, I think.
He is. He is. Things are not going his way.
It just seems like he's not getting the upper hand on board, and he's playing very momentum-heavy decks.
Right. Yeah. Again, that's one of the potential barriers. You know, it's like gotta be able to have some util.
Oh, Silk Wallace's stream is up. Nice.
Okay.
But he just died.
Oh no.
His stream looks great though, so let's.
Oh yeah. I'm in his stream. Let me try Brazy's again. I could see the thumbnail of Brazy's stream, but for some reason we can't actually access it.
Bro, look at all those decks.
Nuts, bro.
So I'll stay on Silk Wallace right now.
Okay, yeah, I will too.
He's got a chunk of glints. He's got some prime looking sweet up there.
Oh, yeah.
Shifting over to Shroud. This will be a good one. I'm excited to watch this one.
S1, baby. Let's see it. I can't wait to actually talk a bunch about Shroud, since that's my main.
Yeah, what type of you're running Brand still, right? Are you?
I run Brand, and I do run Neve a little bit. I've honestly run all three.
Is that
like,
Darth Vader lady?
I do love Darth Vader lady.
Pretty cool.
But like, I don't know. Brand has just gotten so much more beefier that it. I like playing him more. He gives me. He's not momentum based, but like he can adjust the pacing of a game. If I want to play slow and deliberate, I can make a player play slow and deliberate. If I want to play fast, I can play fast.
He's like a mid-tier god.
Yes, absolutely. And like if you can get to like turn 7 to like 13, 14, if you're already on a roll, you're great. Okay.
Oh.
Soak in and Earthen. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Couple diamond babies.
Crimson Cadet too. I see he's got the so he rocks Marcolian crazy.
One chance.
Ooh, it's got the Bora, hand in the mulligan, Great Enigma, which we've seen you use to very funny results.
I had the best of worlds and the worst of worlds last night. One turn I pulled their Bora, played it on, and the other one I nuked my entire board and lost the game immediately.
Yeah, it happens, bro. It really happens. It's honestly some of the worst and best gameplay ever.
Silk is playing some variant of the Firekeeper Malamber deck.
Yeah.
People gotta start naming their decks, dude. Put your stamp
seriously.
on it, you know?
I'm once I actually start like, because now that I'm actually at a place where I can start playing games consistently, I'm gonna make my diamond climb, and then I'm gonna put up my brand deck and call it. Could start to call it Mass Effect. But I think it's time for it to go public.
I like it.
I love the Paradox Relic. Great choice.
That's the trash toilet that I was talking about.
Yes, exactly.
It's really good. I bought the NFT last night just so I could play it in my deck.
Nice. I think it's cheap, the regular one, but I wanted I think they have a PL for it.
The classic matchup, dude. Stewart versus Mizra. Who's gonna buff faster?
Void touched that bad boy. Actually,
no, Void touch is terrible right now.
If they bank, don't life siphon. Well, I guess you could, because technically Void touch would go ahead and get the nuke off.
Void touch would buff the Mizra.
Well, right, exactly. You'd have to. Oh no! If they played life siphon and then did the Void touched, it would have had enough points to take it down.
No, it would, because it would have buffed +1.
Oh, it does that? Oh, even off effects? I didn't even realize that.
It does, yeah, any damage. So instead he plays the top knot assassin, starts to pop some cards into the singularity.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And now Brazy's got a chance. He doesn't know that there's no removal, like no hard removal. There's no banish in Silk's hand. So this matchup from an Earthen perspective is all about mind games.
Right.
Shroud needs to convince you they have removal in their hand.
Correct.
Because it makes you play unoptimally.
Absolutely.
Normally you would be going to town with this Mizra. You would know exactly what you want to do. You'd like give it decay. But the threat of banish means you don't want to dump a bunch of cards onto it and then have it get banished immediately.
Absolutely. And like, unless Silk pulls a steward, an honored steward in the next hand or two, it does give Brazy some room to work with, insofar as like what they want him to do. Okay, yep. So it's got the Aurora Fungi on it already. So okay, cool. One down.
Upgrade got rid of the banished Stewart. What's his name? There's two Stewarts. Honor is the big one. Small one is
Singularity Stewart.
There you go.
Yeah. Oof. That's always a question. Do you get rid of the D-Maul now, or do you wait and hold it? And it depends. I mean, if you have more, I always carry at least two, just in case if I have one early, I will bank it. But if you only got the one, I would probably hold on to it.
Yep. It depends what's in your deck, huh?
It does. It really does.
Oh, Singularity is looking juicy already.
Exactly.
9 cards in there on turn 5.
Exactly. And knowing that the Bora is in the hand, is in the bank, or not in the bank, but is in the deck. Like, if you set up quite nicely, you do have some room to work with. You can get into lethal state. So, oh, and here we go. My stream ended up freezing. Let me go back. Okay, so they did bank the D-Mall, and they have okay. Unseen Allies is good because you can play a card from your Singularity. Okay, throwing Brand out. Let's hope Brazy does not have Change of Heart in his hand right now.
You know he does.
Because that's gonna be that's gonna be rough.
He always does. Yeah, it is a little tough. Silk Wallace needs the removal. He
does. So I understand why putting Brand out now makes sense, because there's no erasure to be found at all. And that's one of the rough things, like when you're playing a Shroud deck, is sometimes like your removal cards are towards the end, based upon the shuffle, and it's very difficult. Which is why I think getting the oh my god, I forget what they're called, Master something, so that you can, or the Power Instructor. Oh
wow.
Yeah, removal.
Just straight up Annihilate.
Yep.
Interesting choice. A lot of people these days are saying that Annihilate is too pricey.
It's not. It's really not.
Because of the flexibility for the relics? Is that why you say that? Or you think just the removal itself is worth 5 energy?
I think the removal itself is worth 5 energy.
Damn, okay.
Because if it costs less, then you should only have one of those in your deck. People get too cavalier with removal cards, and it's not the end all be all. Oh, Bora's in the Singularity. Oh man,
doesn't want it just yet. Opting for tempo.
Smart. Very smart, but there's some unique opportunities here.
Paradox gives this Steward a little buff.
Yep.
That's a tricky little play. That's why Paradox is so good.
Exactly.
Not only do you get the buff on your Steward, but you also can pull that back later. Shroud doesn't have that many defenders, so pulling the Sky Scout into your own Singularity is like a juicy play.
100%.
This Mizra's getting beefy though.
It is, but thankfully there's a defender. So, the only thing I can think of Brazy doing right now is buffing the fuck out of this Mizra. Like at this point, like it's turn 12, and you're like, I have not seen Silk put out any banish. I think I have an opportunity here to get beefy. And if I was Brazy, I think I might take it.
Yeah, it's your mind kind of going back and forth between like, why hasn't he banished it yet? He should have drawn something. Oh,
exactly.
He has the black market fixer now, so I wonder if he's running Cape. I wonder if Brazy's running Cape in his deck.
I know he did the last tournament last week. He had Cape.
For anyone watching, Cape is the jellyfish cape that before your unit dies, it'll buff it back up to full health. It's essentially like a second life.
He could get Bora, or he could get the seeds, or the Unleashed.
Lots
Vanish.
of good stuff.
Very
in there.
nice. Very smart. Yeah, Paradox is one of the best. Relics for Shroud, like period.
And he drops another one.
Okay,
smart play by Brazy though. He's simultaneously buffing the Mizra, but he's also playing around, playing out his entire board too quickly. He's playing smart tempo, I think.
Very interesting move to banish Unseen Allies. But it is also great that he had Black Market Fixer to remove the other Mizra Loyalist.
He's going to erasure it. Okay.
Very good.
Clear
Very, very
void.
good.
I said void.
Always
I
nice to have a
meant
clear
board.
board. And drew the D-Maul again. Very nice. That second D-Maul is going to come in handy just in case Brazy doesn't eat something interesting, which we could see here.
When you drop Bora, its attack and health are equal to your singularity.
Correct.
And it
draws 3 cards from the top of your deck and the opponent's deck.
so it's
your
plus
singularity
6.
plus 6.
16. Is it battle
Yeah.
ready?
I believe no, I don't think it's battle ready.
Okay. So it still needs to survive.
It still needs to survive. And again, this is why things like Annihilate cost 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because, you want to be able to be smart about using it.
There you
And
go.
if Bora's out in the field,
Big boy on the field.
you know what I'm saying?
Big boy alert.
It changes how you play the game.
It's time to duel!
Man, that's
No,
a
the one-
that's a big card.
It's beefy. Now the one thing,
It's shielded too, isn't it? So Annihilate wouldn't even take it out. You'd need 2 removals.
yeah.
Yikes.
But the one thing too to keep in mind here is, oh my god, I had it in my head and now I forgot it. So keep going, it's okay. Oh, actually no. The one thing he has to keep in mind is there could be a pacifist at play here. If there's a change of heart, then this Bora becomes useless. However, the best part about what Silk has in his hand is the D-Maul. So he could reset, if anything. If the board gets pacified, he can reset and bring it out of the singularity if he has a card like the Sacred Siphoner.
It would take a couple turns to pull off, but that would be a big play.
It would be. But and this is the thing that I'm talking about, like having really interesting. Yep, and I knew it was coming. The
Does
change.
he have another one? Does he have a
But
second?
the shielded.
There you
yeah,
go.
Yeah, there
Wow.
it is. There it is. Yep.
In error, I
Well.
will offend.
Yep.
Do you do
D-Maul
it this?
now.
Do you do it this turn, or do you wait?
Well, what you don't want to do is you don't have a defender, and you don't want Brazy to buff up these units more
Yeah.
to the point to where like you're in lethal range of your face getting melted.
Sure. By seeds or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah. You don't have a way to get it back right now, so Silk is preying on a top deck as well.
He is.
But Brazy's not in such a rosy situation either. He's got 7 energy. They're equal with 1 card in each hand. Board's a little bit better for Brazy, but we're deep waters right now.
Right.
And we know how Shroud does in deep waters.
Exactly. Oh, Power Instructor. Good card.
Wow.
If there is a card that you can pull, there it is.
The
Let's
master
fucking go.
hand. Let's go. What's in Brazy's hand, man? It's gonna be spores or something.
Ooh, this is okay. Now we're this is fun. Oh, this is fun.
This is the best card in the game, I think. I love Master
100%,
Hand so
dude.
much.
100%. The Great Enigma is one of the best cards. Can get rid of Paradox. Can get rid of the Steward, and then bring Bora right back.
Bro, do you remember?
And now it's totally lethal because the Singularity already has 21 in it.
Yep.
Oof.
Do you remember Ragnaros in Hearthstone?
Yes.
The hype moments that card had. Like you drop
exactly.
it down and you're like, prayer, 10% chance I win the game, 90% chance I lose, and then you win, and it's just the
Right.
most hype thing ever.
100%.
That's the great enigma in this game.
Exactly. I'm real hype. I'm real hype right now. Oh my god, my stream is like stuttering. This is like not fun. I don't want to watch this.
Let's fucking go.
Okay.
It's time
Okay.
to
I'm gonna start playing
are you-
Yu-Gi-Oh sounds.
My grandpa
No,
put
seriously.
all his
Oh,
gaming
Gafar's out.
knowledge, his
Okay.
whole heart into assembling this
Ooh,
deck.
and the banish. Oh
I
my
have to
god,
believe
goodbye.
that it holds some secret
Without
strategy.
question.
He doesn't even necessarily need it because the hand has evasive.
It does have ignore.
You can just hit straight
But
face.
I mean, like just to make sure it's done. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sure. Here we go.
Let's get it. Oh, and can play a card from the hand. Ah, beautiful.
Wait, he's thinking about taking out Gafar. What do you do? What's he gonna play? Seeds. That's a great card to draw.
That's an incredible card to get.
That's big.
Oh, that's an incredible card to get.
Yeah. Brazy was holding that for lethal too, so it also
he was.
It also really sets his win condition back.
I think it's toast now. It's toast.
It certainly
Get Gafar out of here.
Certainly can be.
Oh man. That's fun. Okay. I think for me, I would have erased Gafar just so that I would have had 6 hits to the face. But that's okay.
For sure. There definitely was a more optimal line there, but given the craziness and also not knowing what you were going to pull.
Right. True that. It's smarter to just
I think he was hedging his bets a little bit.
Yeah. Big facts. Yeah, I mean that's the only thing you can do is hit the face.
And all of a sudden Brazy in game 2 is looking tough. He's needing the heart of the cards to come through.
He is. Oh man.
That's tough.
Light work. Power Instructor was so key for him to get.
Yes.
That was one of the that was so clutch.
Seeds. Oh, Seeds takes out the Great Enigma though. Great top deck from Brazy.
Right.
All of a sudden you're not getting your hand played against you every single turn.
Right. That's a fact. But funny enough,
can you copy? So
I don't think so because it's an effect card.
It was busted in alpha.
Okay.
It stayed on the.
He gets his unit.
It stayed on the board in alpha, and you couldn't win. It was like a soft lock.
Oh well, let's see.
I'm assuming they've fixed it, but I don't know how.
I don't know if they did, but if anything, it will last at least this one turn. Oh
Nope.
wow, yeah.
Goes back to his hand.
He's got the banish and the shepherd.
Wow. It's a top deck war right now.
It really is, and they both have 6 on their deck. This is so interesting.
Frankly, I want Silk to win. Not only for Not only for the underdog, but I want to see another match between these two. This is too good.
No, seriously, this is probably the best match of the day right now.
Yeah.
Easy hit to the face. Yup, in turn. I mean, no, seriously, I have to say, no matter what, even if Silk loses, Power Instructor was the best card draw he had all game. It has really changed the trajectory of this entirely. And he's got the flat circle, so he can return a card to his hand.
Yep.
Which is also good too. So he can stave off a potential comeback. Delay it at least a turn.
Threatening lethal in 2. Like you said, he can bounce back any sort of defender for 1 turn. Gives him another turn to draw another answer.
Yep.
Brazy right now is he's probably in his house, just sweating.
Definitely. He is really trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, how do I beat
because this
this man's?
Yeah. He has no... cleanse the earth.
Cleanse the earth, he's below 10, so he pops both of those back.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Nope, he doesn't choose to. He chooses to take out one of them. Fair enough.
But we've got the steward. Bye-bye, Cellar. Toast for you. It's the fallen, and put that back in your hand, brother.
Dude, just a top deck back and forth. This is insane.
This is exhilarating, actually. I'm having a blast. This is so much fun to watch.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh crap! Yeah, if anything, this has to be cut and put
Heart of the
out
cards.
on Twitter.
Guide me.
ASAP. This is the match.
I'm just playing Heart of Cards from Yu-Gi-Oh over and over again.
Seriously. Yeah, I mean, Brazy has nothing right now.
Oh, that
Passive.
it keeps him alive one more turn.
That's rough. I low-key would have put the passive on the Honored.
Brazy's decked out now.
Yeah. It's over with.
Yeah, he's gonna take fatigue next turn,
Yeah.
and he will be. So the way that this works in parallel, for anyone watching who doesn't know, you take damage, but you draw a card from your waist, I believe.
Yes.
It looked like he drew Pacify. It drew Change of Heart. But unless he can kill this turn, which he obviously can't,
Got Cellar back.
yeah, he's gonna fatigue.
Yeah,
Silk Wallace just needs to pass, and he's good.
pretty much.
Wow, GG.
Be this way forever.
That was a true battle of attrition.
That was a good one. W's in chat for Silk Wallace, man.
Seriously. Let's get these dubs going.
And we got a game 3 between these two. I'm pumped.
Wow. That was incredible.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
That was. Take a second, everyone. Take a second right now. Go follow our friends at Souk Finance. Go follow our friends at Paragon's DAO. Tweet out our
Absolutely.
stream links on Twitter. We want people in here for these hype matches. So
Absolutely.
get them in here. Round them up, brother.
Then follow each other, right? Like, Cellar_GG. Follow us, Project Stadium on Twitter.
Just
us on
follow everyone,
YouTube, on
dude.
Twitch. Yeah.
Follow us all.
You know, show us all the love. Let's get it. Like, a match like that was incredibly hype. Can you imagine other kind of matches we've got going on right now? Like, ooh, that just. Whew, that
All
was a
right, I'm
great one.
tweeting out
Holy
match
crap.
of the
I'm definitely
century.
tweeting that one out.
Match of the century at Silk Wallace versus Brazy.
And Brazy, thinking that he might have gotten the straight flush again, has now gotten one match taken off from the man Silk Wallace.
What image should I put on here? I have some like game seller images. I'll just pull one of those.
You're watching Brazy's point of view, right?
I think I'm watching Brazy. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I got Silk's point of view.
maybe I'll check in a second here. No, I was watching Silk.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's right. We both couldn't watch. We both can't watch Brazy.
Yeah. It kind of was fun watching the same point of view though, because we both had the
same reactions.
the same mystery. So maybe maybe we should do that.
No, I actually do like that. Just pick a team. Pick a player.
I hate having to like game around Twitter, throttling your links.
Nah, facts. The New Dawn, Shroud. Okay, Brazy.
Shroud.
He said, I can outbanish you.
Will perish. The new dawn, ready to serve.
Okay, and we're live, baby. Silk Wallace's perspective, the underdog versus last week's champion, Brazy.
Yep.
Shroud versus Shroud, Bran
Yep.
versus, what's that
Bran
guy's
versus
name?
New Dawn.
Is his name New Dawn?
Well, no, but he's the captain of the New Dawn, so they just call him New Dawn.
Okay. What his name? He looks like his name would be like Pokey. He looks like he's made of that same clay that Pokey from Gumby is made of.
That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
Okay, Stewart versus Stewart. Okay, this is gonna be a wacky one.
No, seriously.
Is there any world where this game ends before turn 55?
That is honestly the biggest question of the night. We will find out.
A little poke to the Stewart. A big part of this game will be whose Stewart leaves the field first.
Right.
I want a 1 in chat if you got our boy Silk Wallace, 2 in chat if you got your boy Brazy. I want to see this come in 3 minutes after the fact. It's like someone's about to win, and I just see a bunch of 1s and 2s in chat. You got the Acolyte. That makes everything cost 2 more. Every effect costs 2 more, rather.
Yep.
Void Runner straight to the bank. Trying to figure out the optimal play for the Gunslinger and the Life Siphon. If he plays both these out, he's all in.
Right.
Your turn 3 top decking.
Oh yeah, very nice to get rid of the
Oh, it.
Yeah, so the thing about
bumps
mirror
the other
matches,
Stewart though.
yeah, if you banish and you have a Singularity Steward out, both get the benefit. So the question is, and I've had a match like this before. The question is basically like, who's gonna be able to like defeat the other one while you're both getting buffed?
Yep.
And so we've seen Silk was able to, in order of operations, he PEMDAS that shit. He got rid of it first.
Classic PEMDAS. Yo, and then Brazy drops 2 of them with an empty hand on Silk Wallace.
And this is difficult because
Oh man.
if I'm Silk, I'm thinking I can't banish. Because if you banish, you get rid of one, but the other one gets the buff benefit.
Yep.
So it's always tricky. I mean, to me, it's like if I have that 1 cost unit on the board, I would have probably tried to just chip away at one of them, so at least they don't both get the benefit of a full buff.
He does have Brand next turn, which any damage dealt on attack will banish it.
Right.
But you don't know what Brazy has in his 4-card hand. He could have
Correct.
Okay, Honored Steward's a good draw.
Honored Steward is a good draw.
Be able to capture one of them, but it banishes as well, so that takes
Right.
one of the
it
guys.
would be smart if he did. I think his play is Sacred Siphoner.
Sacred Siphoner in the bank.
Oh, but he banks it. Okay, so he puts Brand out instead.
He puts Brand out.
I'm thinking Sacred because at least you're able to have a defender on board. Because you're pulling something out of the Singularity. You're not taking something in the Singularity.
Yeah. This is a higher risk, higher reward play.
It is.
Because if Brazy doesn't have the juice or a way to remove Brand, then you're left with board presence, but the gamble did not pay off. He gets erasured. And now it's a little tough.
This is very lethal for Brazy right now.
He
He's
has
in
the
a
answers.
great situation.
But it's going to cost him.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So he has 6. Okay, so he decides to put 1, and he erases one of them. Okay, instead of putting out the Steward, which I guess makes sense.
Sure.
Oh, this is still very, very rough for him, though. Oh, but he has the ranks. Oh,
Ranksy's nice. For anyone watching, that card can just duplicate any non-legendary on the board. So you can take his 8/7.
most definitely.
10/8 now. Interesting. That's a great card.
Right, and depending on what the Fixer. Yep, that's gonna take that one right out. Oh my god, he's hyper lethal right now. This is tricky.
Banks. Honor
Okay,
Steward.
well, at least if anything, he takes the 1 Steward out of play.
And with what's on board, Brazy cannot kill the Honored Steward.
Right.
He unfortunately doesn't get to Ranksy. He didn't have enough energy to Ranksy, and because of the lethal threat, he wasn't able to copy and then banish it.
Right. Also, not to mention, he has no defenders on board, so the market fixer can hit him for at least 3. Oh, okay, he does not do that. Oh, smart. And's got his steward back.
But it resets.
Yeah.
Still big, though. Still threatening lethal.
Very, very. And he just banked a card and has another thing he could put out?
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Silk is on the ropes.
Yeah, oh, okay, okay. He
It's
he
not
should
enough,
he should take
though.
Paradox and bank it. He has to Ranksy one of those cards.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking, yeah. And he banishes the biggest one. Now the problem is
He's still
in lethal territory.
Yeah, he's still at lethal.
Because those 2 units, once they're in active state, it's still over.
He needed to draw a demo on that turn.
Yeah, he needed to draw a demo. And again, this is exactly why instead of banking the Sacred Siphoner, you keep it because it's really one of the only lines of defense that Shot has. We don't have cards with Defender except for that one.
GG. That was a great set. I wish we could have watched the whole first game, but well played Silk, well played Brazy. That was a hype match.
So Brazy advances, moves on. And let's go view the bracket here. He moves on to winners finals. We're waiting on the results from Marvin Big House to see who goes to winners finals. Silk goes into the losers bracket. It looks like it's best of 1. So Siegel is waiting for I would believe is Silk Wallace. And then Ioto is waiting on the loser between Marv and Big House. So, okay.
Okay.
So that's where we're at with that.
I feel like there's a slight little break here, Sursu, so I'm going to go take a quick
smart
bathroom break. I will be back in 5 to 10.
Cool. Let's do a fiber.
Yeah. Everyone who's in chat, will use this time to cross promote. Go and follow Stadium. Is Twitch your guys' main?
Yeah, Twitch is our main.
Let me pull it up so I can link it. Go follow Sursu. Go follow Stadium. This is happening every week, whether or not I'm casting it. I plan to be casting it, but
exactly.
My brain just stopped working.
So we're putting all of our links in the Twitch chat now. You can play, register, become a player on ProjectStadium.com. You can follow us on Twitch at Project Stadium, Twitter at Project Stadium as well, and of course follow our great friends at the game Cellar, Cellar_GG on all channels. And then, of course, when you go on Twitter, you can find our tweets. You can follow Soup Finance. You can follow Parallel TCG. You can also follow our friends at Paragon's DAO. Please make sure you do so because we've got so many more events that are happening, so many more unique opportunities to earn Prime and to earn USDC. But most importantly, it's the greatest excuse to get access to all the best and emerging parallel gameplay that you'll probably get that you won't get anywhere else. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Check us out.
Beautiful. You're a professional, Cersei.
Man, you too, brother.
All right, see you in a few.
Take a little break. 5 seconds. Alrighty. I'm back, but we're gonna wait on our good friend to come back. I think what we're gonna do in the meantime is go over the bracket one more time, right? And so let's just kind of go through some of the matches that we've already been to before. So round one, we saw Brazy against Siegel. Very easy 2-1, 2-0 finish. We saw Silk Wallace and like Piglet play. Very easy 2-0 finish as well. I believe Brazy was running the Earthen deck for round one. And then for match two, I think Silk Wallace was playing the Markolian deck. Big House, I believe, was playing Cathari, 2-0 Ioto, very easy there. And then Marv was running, I believe, a Marco deck against Telon, and we saw that route very, very early on. Moving into the winners semis, we and these matches again are best of three. What happens with the rules is you play one match with your deck. If you lose that match, you have to switch to a secondary deck, and you have to play with that deck for the remainder of the match series. So then we saw Silk and Brazy. I honestly believe some of the best matches we've seen for the past 2 weeks. Last week we saw Brazy and Cold Plunge in a Earthen Mirror match, which was exhilarating. And in this one we saw a Silk and Brazy match, Earthen and Shroud, with Silk coming through with the Shroud win. Very battle of attrition like, but also incredibly awesome to watch, just from the perspective of seeing how Silk played some of his really good play cards at the late game as we were starting to get to the top deck scenario. One of the cards to really look out for is the Power Instructor, which is a card that enables you as a Shroud player to pull a card from any part of your deck, and then you put it into your hand. So it's a very good card if you look like you might be slipping, or you need something to help add your aggression, or something that helps you with the defensive setup. Power Instructor is an incredibly good card to have in your utility. It's something that like some Shroud players I do not see play often because it is a high cost card at 5 energy, but most of the time when I have seen it played, it is very, very clutch. And then also in the winners semis, we've seen Marv and Big House play. That was a 2-0 for Big House.
Okay.
And we've seen in how Team Exile are now playing in the winners finals. These guys are crazy. Welcome back, Orphan. How you doing? I was just giving people a little rundown on some of the past matches that we've watched. How are you doing?
I'm doing swell, man. Got a clear bladder. Got a new drink, and I'm feeling good.
Incredible.
Brazy hit me up and was concerned about stream sniping. So here's a solution I came up with.
Okay.
We should have one person stream it, since it's kind of, I think it's better with us looking at the same perspective anyways.
I agree.
And then we should make sure the other person's just not in chat. So
you know what would have made more sense is probably having like separate rooms where you have
yeah,
that probably would have made the most sense.
You know what?
Thankfully, though, I feel like most players have been on it. I feel like players have been playing with a really sense of like honor, though. Thankfully,
I agree.
He does bring up a good point.
Yeah, I don't think Brazy was calling anyone out. I think he's just Brazy's competitive, man. You can tell by the decks he builds.
Right.
And we're trying to figure things out as we go too. So, yeah, that makes sense. For right now, I think we can just watch one person's perspective and then make sure the other person isn't in chat.
Right.
Okay, so let's tell Big Hoss. So either Brazy or let's watch Brazy's perspective. Wait, but his stream wasn't working, right? Was it working last?
Yeah, his stream. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I don't think anybody can stream snipe him because you can't even watch his stream.
So Big Hoss, can you stream? And Brazy, exit chat.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now because Silk is the only person that's streaming. Oh, I popped the donut to another player. Duh, obviously. And I can't even see his stream, so his stream is acting up.
How's chat doing? How's my chatters doing? We got about
Yeah, what's the congregation saying?
20 people watching on my end. We got
Love it.
however many people on your end. With big success in my book.
I would agree. I think for some reason there was some audio issues on my end at first, but now that I fixed it, we've got viewers.
Oh, yeah, sick. Like we say, it's beta. We're figuring stuff out. You cut us some slack, chat. Cut us some slack, bros. Might not work on this laptop.
So far, for folks who are watching the streams, they're very impressed with our stream quality on both ends, so I'm very excited.
Good. That's great news. I always feel like maybe it's because I see what's going on the back end, but I always feel like it's the jankiest possible.
Dude, tell me about it. Oh my god. I'm like, if you know what kind of shit we're like putting together.
Yeah, it's like this feels like complete fuckery, but
No, seriously.
I hope it comes across well.
I would agree with you there. While we're waiting on matches, let me actually add a couple of some extra context.
Yeah, and when do you want to do our showcase match? Obviously, I don't want to take away any steam from the games here, but maybe after.
No, yeah, after's honestly fine. I'm down with that because we're already in winners finals. And so we have to wait and watch losers go all the way through before we get to the grand finals. So I think in between there, we could probably do our exhibition match before grand finals.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm supposed to do. Oh.
Still not working.
Thank you, OBS. I see. Apps. Finals.
In the meantime, guys, I'm going to pull up Silk Wallace's perspective versus Seagull
Smart.
while we're setting up the other game.
And then, which one is this? Is this losers semis?
I believe so.
Okay. All right, cool.
And once again, now that we're back from the break, thank you to the sponsors, Souk, Paragon's Dow, and then both Stadium and us, the Game Cellar.
100%. Shout out to our friends at Paragons too. You Aussies are amazing.
Novo Pangea. I'm on a delay, but I see your message. I'll hit you up in chat right now.
Let me see. Okay, Big House's stream looks like it's popping up. I'm gonna see if I can load it. Okay, he's logging in. I think he had to get out of the client.
Gotcha. Silk Wallace taken down on match 1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Seagull.
This is losers. Oh, this is losers round 2. Okay. Ooh, interesting.
Big
Losers.
Hoss. Okay, we got Hoss's stream.
Yeah, I'm watching his right now. I think I'm just gonna queue up the winners final.
Cool.
Yeah. And then we'll just, when you're ready to hop in on that, that'll work. Winners final. This will be Brazy versus Big Hoss.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you. Big Hoss Exile, also known as Big Ho Sexile.
Yes. Very sexy. Oh, hold on. God bless you, whomever is sneezing. I'm crying.
I got hit with spores. Fuck. In 2 turns, I'll be dead.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Is there anything better? I don't know how much Earthen you've played, but is there anything better than sporsing a full Cathari board?
First of all, it's probably one of the most like gratifying moves you can do.
It feels like a 360 no scope, and it's you
yeah.
literally just have to click a card. It's so good.
you think it's Attack of the Clones, and then nuked.
Exactly. It's basically Will Smith.
Ready to serve.
You know, he comes in and takes out all the AI sunnies.
Keep my deck out your mouth. Oh man, winners finals is starting off.
Brazy versus Big Hoss, brother.
Wow, we got the New Dawn versus Gafar. Okay, Shroud Earthen. Let's see this.
Brazy gets it, man. Gafar decks, it's good. It's good, and he's probably thinking in his mind too. A lot of Catharis running around here.
Right.
It may not work out so well because Gafar decks versus Shroud is a tough matchup.
It is. It's an incredibly tough matchup. And seeing how Brazy fared against Silk Wallace's deck, and it wasn't New Dawn, it was definitely a battle of attrition, but also even more so, the fact that New Dawn going in and out of the Singularity automatically equals buffs for the Singularity Stewards. It really does make this kit pretty menacing. You have to find a way to interrupt, or just pray to God that Singularity Stewards aren't out on the board early.
Or that they make a mistake and leave the New Dawn on board.
Right, absolutely. Which
then you can
nobody's
see.
doing. If you are a New Dawn player and you leave a New Dawn out on the board, you are either incredibly cocky or something is wrong with you. Like,
people were doing that in Alpha, and it always felt so good to get it, but people have wisened up. It's not as common of a mistake these days.
no, it's not. And honestly, I'm very excited for Planetfall because it's going to shake up the meta in so many unique ways
Yeah.
that we don't even know yet. Because I think people are getting very, very hip to the kits right now, and it's making the game a lot more sweatier, which is good. I'm a fan of this, but I'm also like, damn, I do want to play some mindless gameplay, and it's a lot difficult to do that when everyone's like, let's clone Sentien's deck and then use it. I'm like, god damn it.
Bro, Brazy with the God start, honestly. Stewart,
Yeah, seriously.
Steward of the Garden is that card, and then 2 Mizras.
Right.
This is, no matter what kind of removal you have as a Shroud, it's still going to be difficult to take care of this board once it gets rolling.
Also, the other big question too is like, which one do you get rid of? Do you get rid of the Mizra Loyalist, or do you get rid of the card that's generating energy, which I think Steward of the Garden is, right? Like, if I'm, and this has always been a weird thing for a Shroud player to consider, but for me, if I'm seeing an Earthen deck setup where they're starting to grab board presence, I'm not necessarily too concerned about the units that can do damage. I'm more concerned about the units that provide energy so that they could do more things in a turn than I can. And I don't like when an Earthen has more energy than me. I just have to find a way to get rid of those garden cards like ASAP.
Yeah. It depends which deck you're playing. I know there's 2 types of Earthen decks. There's those who rely on big boys like Tane and like seed combos, and they need the energy for that.
Right.
And then there's decks that rely on lots of decay and getting those Mizras big.
Right.
If you're a decay deck, you can afford to lose a Steward Garden, a Garden Steward. But if you're needing that energy to get those combos off quick, then yeah, you wanna keep that on board.
I just want to acknowledge this last turn that Big House just did, being able to put out another Honored Steward, got rid of one of the Mizra Loyalists, then did not use, then banked a card to finally get some extra energy, and was able to then use that to remove another card from the board, another Mizra Loyalist, and then play the Paradox to get that banish, which is really nice. But so now that Paradox is being played, he can start to really pull more cards to the Singularity, which would be fun for the New Dawn to actually utilize. And so I'm very keen to see kind of like how this plays out.
Got the Mizra and the Sky Scout back.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a very match specific thing. Usually you want to save your seeds for later, so you have that straight to face combo damage. But we see the demo in hand, that 8 energy cost card for Big Hoss right now, and if you get your seeds demoed, they can go straight to the Singularity and you lose that energy. They do not return to your bank.
Right.
The worst thing in the world is getting 3 energy taken from you in a late game versus Shroud.
Exactly.
So Brazy's playing that early wisely.
Yeah, he is. He's saying to himself, look, I don't have, or I may or may not have like the setup that I wanted to have at first, but if I'm able to sufficiently like remove board presence from Shroud, it at least gives me a better opportunity to reset and to put my units back on and kind of like restart my setup, which we've seen kind of like already take shape with having both the Mizra and the other unit back on the field. So, but now that we've got like Garden on the side of Big Hoss, I'm very interested to see what he's going to do with this extra plus energy. Considering he doesn't, I don't know if his deck has. Actually, I don't know if his deck has the Void Crystals, which give energy after banishing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've seen this particular deck from Big Hoss from his perspective. So, right now, he's probably eyeing those demos. I don't know if he'll bank one of them, go a little bit riskier, if he'll keep both of them and try and drag it into deeper waters. But right now, he has some late game juice in his hand, and so
he does.
You can see from Brazy, he's really thinking about how much do I want to commit to the board. What's maximum value here? Do I need to get rid of the Siphoner? All that stuff. Because Big Hoss does only have 2 cards in his Singularity.
Right. Ooh, he could play that 3 unit out, but the Mizra. Interesting that he pulls the Mizra out.
He's just trying to be Earthen, dude. Big Hoss' entire strategy is to play Earthen against Earthen.
Right. I mean, thankfully too, like he has a card, and I think I know why, because maybe he could actually banish the Mizra Loyalist so that he has the room to do the Demol, rather than like banishing the Demol, which I think is smart. But also he has Power Instructor that he could use and pull a card from his deck if he wanted to as well. So he has a great bit of option.
Yeah. This is about the turn timing where Earthen, if they don't have a very overwhelming board presence and are threatening lethal, they start to worry.
Right.
This is a big sweat moment. What's he gonna pull?
He might pull Enigma. Oh, Erasure. Interesting. Smart. Okay, that's good. I don't think he has to use Enigma right at this moment anyway. I think like
build up the Singularity, try and maintain board presence.
Right. And the Erasure is good because it at least, depending on what unit he decides to put out next, Brazy decides to put out next, it's very easy for him to just kind of get rid of something. So
Cersei, let me ask you this, man. If you're making a tier list right now, where would you put Brand versus New Dawn? I know you're partial, but giving like a completely autistic tier list perspective on it, which is better?
That's a great question. So because New Dawn's great because you have this option of grabbing things from your Singularity and pulling it out. And that kind of like utility of being able to leverage the New Dawn throughout the game in a very active sense, if that makes sense, I think sets it higher for me than Brand. But what I love about Brand so much is that the fact that like you start off with a Corrupt's Vision in your Singularity, and if you can pull off attacking units, then it buffs, especially on defeat, it buffs all the cards in the Singularity. So there's still a really unique opportunity here in which you want to build your Singularity with a ton of units that you've banished from your enemy and from yourself, so that you have like when you pull them out, they're much stronger. But I think like, you know, the thing about the New Dawn is it's a little bit more cheeky.
It's impossible to remove if you're playing correctly.
Exactly. And I think like Brand is always, you have to, if you snowball, then Brand is probably good to pull out because you could just kind of like, you could just be incredibly menacing with it.
Yeah.
But if you put the Brand out too early or too late, if it's too early, it could get removed. If it's too late, you don't really have enough of a setup to start banishing units because everything else is probably already pretty beefy too. So I would say honestly, I'd put New Dawn above Brand in a tier list. I'd be New Dawn, Brand, and then Nymph. Even though Nymph is like sick, it's just it's a little difficult. Because you're
it's a
really
consistency thing too, right?
Yeah, you're really trying to play around defense and having a ton of utility cards that can kind of stave off like any type of threat, so that you can bring Neef out and then she becomes hyper lethal. So it's really a waiting game that's incredibly difficult to pull off.
Yeah. Having to annihilate your own unit just feels bad.
Painful. Very painful. Not knowing that the banish is literally right there in tow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bring out the Adept. Smart.
I think that your analysis there is exactly what I was thinking as well. It's like New Dawn is the most consistent. You can consistently gain value pulling things out of your Singularity.
Yep.
Where Brand is, you need to rely on him staying on the board to get some value. You need to pull things from your Singularity. It's just a little bit higher risk. And especially when you're in a competitive match where you're going against all sorts of different decks, you're going against Earthen or Cathari, like you kind of crave that consistency when you're in tournament play.
Right. Absolutely. And now we're starting to see Big House put some numbers on the board, attacking that face for 2 damage, or for 1 damage. Sorry.
Huge.
This is good. I mean, he's able to just pull out so many Earthen cards if he wants.
For anyone who can't read that because of the stream quality, that card, you can choose to reveal a card from your bank. And if you do, the opponent does not get energy. But if you don't, then both of you get an energy that turn. So it's a little mana ramp card.
Yeah.
Pacifist coming out, making that Sky Scout real beefy. I wonder, there's a lot of deck reveal going on, a lot of bank reveal going on. I wonder if either deck is running Universal Soldier.
I'm curious too, actually. I would be very interested in seeing if that happens. Let's see here. I think no, still not. Oh, you know what? I have. I'm on a delay, and people are saying they can't hear me. Hold on 1 second.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Might be a stream source thing. If there's one thing that's natural to Earthen, it's deck reveal. Or, bank reveal. If you're wondering which cards to put in and you have some Universal Soldiers, a lot of times those can be good flex cards.
100%.
Late game, they're real nice, they're real juicy. It does help you against Shroud by popping down some like cheaper cost big units.
Right. I think like anything too.
Whoa, your mic's like really quiet.
Is it quiet now?
A little bit better.
Dude, I've like boosted my mic like crazy volume.
It's better now. I think it's distance. It seems to fall off pretty quick.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. This blue mic is getting on my nerves. Then. All right. Well, I'm gonna just hold it. No problem.
There we go. That's a lot better.
But what's interesting is like for Brand does have upon attack, it does have a card reveal. So you could potentially play around like Universal Soldier. Ooh,
combo.
This buff.
That is a it's a 50-50 shot on whether or not Dauntless Axeman gives your units the +1/+1.
Right.
I'm interested to know what's the intended version of that, but in this
It's
one,
crazy though.
it works out in this case. Give
Yeah.
9 damage seeds.
Oh man, this is very rough.
He's just
he's
going
gonna
face.
have to.
He's
You
gonna-
know what he's gonna have to do?
Demo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let me get the singularity noise ready. Bong! I've got the Christopher Nolan womp sound for the singularity.
I love that actually. That's great. That's so great.
Womp!
Dude, demo that, man. Just demo that. Get him out of here. Yep, put the new Dawn back.
What if he
Yes. Wash it all the way. Goodbye.
If you demol your New Dawn, will it come back next turn?
I do not know, and I have not tried. And I do not want to find out.
We gotta
Oh,
do
no.
some Mythbusters. We gotta
Busted.
myth bust that.
In fact, you can't bring it back.
That's only in movies.
Right.
Empty board, turn 10 coming up.
See, this is where having the void crystals, if you had 2 or 3 of them, could have gave you some extra energy. Would have been so useful.
What's the void crystal card text?
It basically gives you one energy per from banish.
Okay.
So from the initial banish of the turn, so like the first banish that you use, you gain energy. So if you had like 3 of those out, you would gain 3 energy from one banish.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I've only been able to do that once. I've only been able to pull it off like I think once in ranked, and it was beautiful.
I bet.
Oh my god, I had so much more util. It was like one extra erasure I could use. Like it was like, let's go.
Gafar is now banished.
Yup, perfect.
Brazy's in trouble. You know when you're playing a Crazy Fingers raw on the board,
Right,
you're not in Value Town.
right. I'm curious if he's gonna play Enigma at all. I'm grateful that I'm seeing Enigma played in hands more. This is actually a great sign.
Yeah.
Okay, he puts one back, so he gets rid of the
He's just going face now. He's waiting for the combo. He's hoping that Shroud cannot hit him down before he draws his combo. It's good math from Brazy. That is out here, but how realistic is it? I'm not quite sure.
correct. Yeah, put that bad boy back.
Womp.
Yep. Put out the adept. Get that banish out there. I mean, oh yeah, you don't have enough to play Enigma.
No,
so-
play it by the Mizra. Bro,
There you go.
huge blunder by Big Hoss.
Seriously.
Obviously has never played Earthen before.
Nope. Explain to the people what he should have done.
So the Sky Scout has Decay, and because of the Mizra's card text, very interesting. Because of the Mizra's card text, every time it takes 1 damage, it buffs +1/+1. And so, wow, Brazy playing down the Celaya and getting the free kill with the Mizra. So he should have put the Sky Scout next to the Mizra, so every turn it's getting buffed. But
Right.
not the biggest deal with the card advantage that Big Hoss has, but you know, small optimizations that'll get tuned out through the beta.
Exactly. Well, get rid of the Mizra.
He wasted it.
Did he waste it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
waste?
He doesn't
When
want
you
to take
can vanish.
he doesn't want to take the damage right now. And I can see
fair.
that. Brazy's trying to
Day's yours.
he's trying to concede. GG, Big Hoss takes that one. That was a close match.
Brazy with the concede. He knew it was coming.
That's just such a tough matchup for Earthen.
It is. I mean, we saw pretty stellar play from Big Hoss manning the Shroud there. Just keeping Brazy at bay. And even when it looked like Brazy had the upper hand, because you saw the points difference in the face, 26 to 11, that board presence on Shroud basically put him in lethal territory, and that next turn it would have been pretty toast for him.
You will overwhelm me.
Brazy switches it up to Cathari. He's playing Scipius. And I want to say real quick, like, I've been experimenting with a way to make that matchup better, Earthen versus Shroud, and it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. So I don't want too much, eventually these players will kind of figure out what the metagame is between what do you play first, what do you expect your opponent to play first. And I think we're seeing some of that experimentation. If Brazy knew that Big Hoss was playing Shroud with it for his first deck, I think he would have started out with the Cathari.
Yeah, probably so. But honestly, this is great because what we're seeing now is like much more
That's such a good start.
much more like interesting matchups, and we're not seeing the Brazy show where dude's just dismantling everybody left and right. This is actually great stuff. Like,
Yeah, Big Hoss is giving him a run, man.
we are being entertained.
Russell Crowe gif. That first turn, the Artifact Appraiser and the I don't know the card name, the Pod is dirty.
Yeah.
That's such a good turn one.
Dude, it is. It's an incredible turn one, and you get that extra 2/1 for the relic played. I mean, it's just putting you in a great spot. And honestly, like, I love the adjustments made from alpha to beta because these cards, especially the relics, they cost so much more. Like Paradox was 3. I think some of the other relics were like 4. It was always like 3, 4, and like some were even 6. It was untenable to play relics. You couldn't even play around them.
Relics did get a huge buff in the beta versus the alpha.
Yeah,
They're much
I think
more
they wanted
accessible.
people to use them more. Yeah, 100%.
They're much less niche effects as well. Shoshana's standard was one. I forgot what it was in alpha, but it was actually just unusable.
Yeah.
And now it gives a +1 every time something with decay pops off, which is pretty good.
Right.
So I like it. It adds more variety, having more viable relics.
Yeah, it makes the full use of all the things or all the features of Parallel much more usable and integral. Because that was the one thing that was really missing in the alpha experience was people utilizing relics, or utilizing certain cards or certain card compositions just because they didn't seem playable. But now you can almost flex the full effect of Parallel of any deck type just because the things have been reworked. So it's a +1 benefit for everything, honestly.
All right, so we got Big Hoss on board, waiting for Brazy to finish up his turn. Immediate genetic correction. The cube comes in, turns the Stewart straight into a 1/1 clone. We don't want to deal with those today. Not a Stewart day from Brazy's house. Uninvited. Void Runner. You may put target enemy unit in your singularity into your hand. Is that an effect? No, that's a unit. Wow.
Oh, this is a quick update from the losers bracket. All the players played each other's matches and not the matches they were supposed to play, so they're replaying.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so apparently, the matchups that were supposed to happen in losers, they were playing the wrong people. I don't think they looked at the updated bracket. So
Oh no.
thank God it's a best of 1 and a best of 3. So they just gotta play one more match. So we'll get that update for everybody very, very soon.
Beautiful. More matches is never a bad thing. I'm okay with that. Hopefully the players are too. I'm sure they are. I've seen the leaderboards, dude. I know how much these nerds are playing.
That part. I need to get my nerd back up, man. I got to get back into the mix.
It's hard when you're dude. Even streaming. It's like we're streaming games right now. I just want to play.
Bro, tell me about it. Oh my goodness.
I just want to get up there and grind. And meanwhile, I'm not even in the top 100 just because I don't have the time to grind out some decks. You know.
Yeah, man, facts. We got to figure out a weekend or a day. We're just like, all right, F it. We're just gonna play the whole time.
It's all right. We do it for the people.
We do.
We do it
We
for
really
chat.
do.
We bring the games to you guys so that you can. I mean, frankly, most of you are playing and listening to us cast the tournament at the same time. So
Right. As long as people are learning and we're dropping some knowledge about some card tech, I'm honestly in a great place. And honestly, if you guys have if you guys are watching and you're like, hey, what if this player played this move, or what about playing this card, or what about the order of operations here and there, feel free to add them so we can have a chat about that too. I know we're on a 3-minute delay, so it's gonna come a little after the fact that we see this, but for the most part, we should still chat with you guys. So let us know if you guys have any thoughts about how the games are being played too. Would love to hear all the differences of opinion and differences of how you guys would play these matches.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of, I want to see in chat, who do you think is going to win this matchup? I want a 1 for Big Hoss and a 2 for Brazy.
That part. Let's get it.
I gotta say, Brazy's looking good. He's building the board. He's got the the fan clones.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that on board, giving everything a +1/+1 when a new clone enters the board. That is a good card.
Yeah.
It dodges Black Market Fixer too with the 3 cost.
We like the dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Big Hoss getting the New Dawn active, starting to pop in and out. Also really good against Cathari because it does do 1 damage randomly when it comes back into play.
Absolutely.
You know what the best part about a spectator perspective is going to be is being able to do a more beginner-friendly stream.
Yep.
I remember when I was watching Magic for the and trying to learn how to play that game. The hardest part was every single stream that I turned into assumed that you had been playing Magic for 10 years.
Right.
And it was like I knew an okay amount just from playing Hearthstone or whatever. Like I knew how card games worked, but it was so hard to learn what things did without completely falling behind. It took me, you almost had to master the game before you could even watch any content based on it.
That totally tracks. I had a similar experience in trying to figure out like other TCGs, especially Magic, where it was like, damn, I have to learn and read a bunch of things before I can even watch people play because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's definitely, I think because we're early, but also I think because of the type of casters we are, being able to talk about sort of like the game sense, the utility of each of the cards and kind of like what it means for a particular turn, I think is super helpful. So I feel like as long as we continue to keep that going, and I think as long as people continue to educate outside of obviously like these type of broadcasts, I feel like we'll be in a pretty good spot. I think Parallel's in a really good position for that type of always having the approach to the approachability of the game very high, but then also a crazy skill ceiling once you're actually into it. So
what helps that as well, this is big.
The scene triple is nuts. He's putting clones on the board like crazy, and everyone's getting a buff because of the ATN subjugant. Like the PL that's playing. He's wasting a ton of cards, but he's getting crazy buffs. Yeah.
Big Hoss is just snickering in his chair right now. He's like,
He
like,
is.
I got this Demo. Demo wipes the board, sends everything to the singularity, and he's just fiending for it right now.
That's a fact.
2 turns until he's got the energy for it.
Right.
Can he survive it is the main question, really.
Exactly. That's really the big question here.
I don't know if he can, dude. Look at this board.
I mean, unless he ends up pulling... Oh, did he not bank? Oh, here we go. Because I'm waiting on a card draw here, but I don't see it.
He may not have. He probably has a pretty low cost curve.
Yeah, because I was hoping he had one of those cards that reduce the energy. It's like a 1-cost card, but it reduces the energy of an effect. It would have been great to have pulled that out in the draw. I hope he can bank something so he at least has
So what's on board? We got 8, 4, 3, 5. Man, that's a 2-turn lethal represented on board right now.
It is. It is.
Next turn is Demo, but I don't know what kind of buffs Brazy has in hand right now. He could have a whole board. He could have a crew boss give everything 1/1. That's an extra 7 damage.
Right. And then that's yeah. This is not looking good for Big Hoss right now. But if he can turn it around and survive to put this Demo out here, this is going to be a really interesting match. But at least he's taken out one, or two cards rather. So he's reduced the kill potential by at least 4 points.
The stream quality is not good enough for me to actually calculate lethal right here. So
I'm doing my best.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
It's like there's a 6, a 4, a 6,
Oh,
5, 4, 4, and a 3, man.
That's big. I think that's lethal.
Yeah, the 3 6s are 18 plus the 4s.
And their friendly
shit.
clones up +2
2
plus
1. Yeah, it's
That's what we were talking about. That is
Yeah,
lethal.
it's a 10. There's a 10er, 6, a 9.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
easy. Yeah, with a 12 damage left over.
Yeah.
GG. Big Hoss goes down. That is 1-1 now. We are on to the final.
Game 3, baby.
The deciding.
This is winners finals. This is what we like to see. We don't want to see 2-0 routes in a winners final. We want to see people work for it.
I'm nervous, man.
Tourney. Ooh, he's got the Tourney aggro deck. Is what the title was. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Big Hoss. Let's see
Naming
it.
tourney decks. That's a good sign. Everyone in chat, by the way, right now, I want another 1 for Big Hoss, another 2 for Brazy. I want to see where the fans lie. I want to see what the support is. Do you want the underdog Big Hoss coming in and taking the seat from the champ, or do you want Brazy to run through all the way?
Overwhelming, isn't it?
And we still got losers brackets. Someone can come up from there and take out the big boys.
Exactly.
The mirror matchup. Good gravy. You see what I see?
See what you see.
Universal cards. Running some sneaky little picks there. This may, in fact, just be made for the matchup.
Yeah, I'm actually very, very keen to see how this is gonna go down.
Starts out with the raw artifact appraiser. Not ideal, but you know, 1-2 for 1, still a good card.
Yeah.
I can't believe that card actually just costs 1 energy. That's
I think it actually cost like less than that before, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it a 0 cost before?
No, not less. I think it was a 2 cost card. Actually, it was a 2 cost in the alpha.
Well, I have a feeling it may be going back to that state.
It might. It might. If we start seeing them pop off more with this, especially with like relics being dropped, yeah, facts. Also, is that relic a 0 cost card? Holy crap!
Yeah, that's why it's so busted. You can play
Oh,
that
no.
and an artifact appraiser on turn 1.
And if you get a few of those, oh yeah, your artifact could have like 3/2, 4/3, like easy.
Yep. Yup. Wow, strong start from Big Hoss right now. Is Brazy in exile?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so this is exile versus exile. What are they feeding them over there, man?
Dude,
Did
the
they-
Exile group, they're correct. I think they definitely share game data. I think they definitely do a round of ranked, and then they discuss all their matches.
Seems like they share steroid needles, dude. They're juicing something over there. Brain power, limitless injections. I don't know.
They're a proper team for sure.
Yeah.
If anything, they're a proper group. I really do respect them.
They're
coming
taking
in
it
here-
seriously.
Yeah, man. Coming in here and taking 50 prime and 50 USDC, and they intend to do that this week as well. It really depends on see who comes from losers, because unless whoever loses from this loses before the losers final, um, then it's gonna look like an Exile showing again.
100%. Who's gonna stop them?
You know what?
The Black Hand team coming from the.
I gotta get in here. I gotta get in here. We gotta start recruiting. We gotta start recruiting and actually picking up some players. You know, I saw Cold Plunge last week. About to reach out to him. I reached out to a couple folks.
Cold Plunge is great.
We gotta start getting beefy. We gotta start getting beefy out here. We're letting Exile just take over all of our tournaments. I love this. It's hilarious. It's just great. But like, nah, we gotta.
Oh. Wow.
The conceive.
What can you do
crazy.
though?
You can't do anything.
That was just domination.
It's Attack of the Clones, baby.
That mirror match is all about who gets the upper hand quickest. So, GG, Big Hoss takes it. One's in chat.
Wow.
Rejoicing. Two's in chat.
Wow.
Seething.
Wow. That was nice. That was what a snowball.
Something tells me
What a
this
snowball.
time we're in more danger than ever.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay, that was. Sheesh.
Let's hop into chat. Let's see what Big Hoss has to say.
Oh, seriously.
Big Hoss, are you there?
No, man.
Big Hoss, if you're there, man, GG.
Facts.
All right. Let's take a look at the.
Yeah, let's take a look at the board here.
I gotta learn how to finish my sentences. I don't finish my sentences enough, I think.
Wow, Big Hoss is going to grand finals.
Winners bracket. Big Hoss takes out Brazy. Grand finals. What's in our loser bracket right now? Brazy knocked down. We still get to see more of him. He's not out of it. He will be going up against the winner of
The
Iodo
semifinals
and
Yeah.
Siegel.
Yep.
Are we hopping into that right now?
Yeah, let's lock into this bad boy. Yeah. Let's make sure we've got.
Who should we watch? Should we ask Iodo or Siegel to stream?
Let's see Siegel. Meanwhile, I'm going to adjust my camera.
Juka says, I know you're going to see this late, but he asks, what does that relic do? That relic, but correct me if I'm wrong, Sersu, but it gains a counter, and every 3 turns, it swaps a card from your bank with your hand and reduces that cost.
Yes, that is exactly what it does.
Okay.
And so, like, you might be wondering, like,
Siegel had to leave, so it's Brazy versus Iodo.
oh wow. So Siegel basically just had to forfeit. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's a bummer.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alrighty. Let's get it.
Cool.
Iodo versus Brazy.
Yeah.
Losers final.
Losers final. Good Lord. Everyone, make sure to follow us at the Game Cellar. And make sure to follow Sersu at Blackhand and at Stadium. You'll find us on Twitter. We're out there. We're tweeting.
Absolutely.
We're also both on Twitch. I think we're both on YouTube.
Yep.
You could literally just throw a rock and we'll be there. You know?
That's very apt. That's very apt.
We're all over the place. If you know Parallel, you know us.
Right.
And if you don't, then I feel bad for you, son.
I got 99 problems, but Parallel ain't one. Hit me.
True. Silk beat me for the real match, says Iodo, so he takes my place. So we are now watching Silk Wallace versus Brazy.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, so a rematch.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm game for that too.
Bro, we're on Twitter right now. Shaq dunking on Chris Dudley? That's crazy.
Oh man, that actually sounds awesome.
I'll send it to you. That's actually really sick.
Please send that to me. I want to see that.
I've never seen that before. I'm not a huge ball sport guy. Are you?
I'm a big fan of basketball. Football.
Who's your favorite team?
My favorite team, I would say, is the 2001 Sixers because I'm from Philly and I miss Allen Iverson.
Oh, sick. Yeah. That was a good era, wasn't it? That was like
bro,
and one era where everyone was watching street hoops and shit.
Facts. But also, like, this is when we had practice AI, you know? Talking about practice. But I think also, too, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have style in the NBA the way that we have it now. So, I mean, he's the literal style, like the drip god. So he changed the game for the better.
That's true.
We got crazy fits now because of Allen Iverson. So
that's true, man. I forgot. I haven't put much thought into that. That's really accurate, though. I like that perspective on it. Yeah, man. I've never been like a big regular sports fan. I've been into esports forever. But I also really love MMA. I love UFC and stuff, like those individual sports. I'm a big fan of those.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like if I'm not watching the NBA, then I'm watching Premier League or MLS. Any one of those like soccer is like really fun for me, team sport. But then individual stuff, I'm a big fan of like racing. F1 is I don't know what happens to like people. I feel like there's a segment of like design tech nerd and then Formula One. You just meet at some point in life. It may not be early, but you get there eventually. And I feel like I've hit that point. I'm at the point of arrival. Oh, okay.
F1 is at a come up too. People love that shit. I haven't got into it, but it looks awesome.
It's so much fun now. Once like it got bought out by like this group called Liberty Media, and it's changed it for the better. I'm very appreciative of it.
I love the new branding. I can tell you that much.
That branding is sharp.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, so we're watching Silk. He's
Silk
doing his
versus Brazy.
His Merc setup.
Is Silk Wallace affiliated? Does Silk have a bond behind his name?
I do not think so, and if not, I might pick up Silk.
He's got a juicy avatar, I'll tell you that much. Look how red that
Silk
thing is.
Yo, Silk is mean, bro.
He's good. He's a great guy too. Love seeing Silk in chat.
Oh yeah, and already with the nice setup.
He's got the cannon to activate assault. Oh no, stream ended.
No, Silk, no.
Help.
What happened?
Technical difficulties. We will be right back. Looks like we're back. Yeah, we're back. Let's go. All right, he's got the cannon up to activate assault. Brazy with the turn 1 right now. He's playing out the pod. Again to Juka. That adds counters on it every time you bank, and then after 3, it'll give you a cheaper cost. You get to swap some cards from your bank into your hand. Just helps a little bit with your costs to kind of get some more guys out quicker.
Right.
The Flag of Mars going out, taking out the Gunslinger. A little optimization that not everyone realizes is that with Scipius, if you don't have a clone, you get a clone at the end of your turn. So
Right.
taking out the gunslinger there is optimal.
Exactly. Yeah, if you can always use that unit that you get for free to do damage on another unit, even if your unit goes away, it's very beneficial just to kind of help manage board presence.
Mm-hmm.
easy plus 2/2, like just wow.
Just swarming real quick.
Yep.
BRB swarming the board. Silk Wallace has that holographic wrist relic. He's going to bank it. It's good late game, though. It gives you a nice little swing when things are stalled out.
I'm curious if he's going to play the gunslinger. Looks like he is. Take out the other gunslinger. Yep.
It's a gunfight. Machinist goes face, forcing the artifact appraiser to pick your poison, man.
Right.
You can take out one of these three. That's it. That's all.
I'd go cannon.
Even if you can't kill it in one turn, or would you?
Well, because you have your clone
in there too,
right? So you have the clone. Clone does 1 damage, and then you take it out in 1 turn.
It's true.
But he's probably gonna opt to get rid of the other 2 cards instead of the cannon. I just don't like getting hit to the face automatically when I can do something about it.
Yeah.
But that might be just a personal thing instead of a better play meta-wise. But he has the fixer, so yeah, there you go.
He didn't take out the cannon with it. He took out.
And again, I think this is the misplay. And I don't know if Brazy's tilted, but I'm seeing some misplay here, or at least opportunities in which he could have done a full clear. Crack shot. Dirty.
That one hurt. that was a lot of early game board presence from Brazy, and it just gets annihilated.
Yeah, that's a hurt piece for sure.
If you guys didn't catch what that does, it deals damage based on the unit you target. Its attack. It does it to itself and a unit next to them.
Right.
So it took out that 3/3 and the other 3/3. Incredible value. And I mean, if you've played Marcolian, this is one of the, I don't know, I would assume Brazy's played Marcolian, right? But if you've played this assault deck with Lemieux, you know how good that 1-cost cannon is. It sits there and activates assault every turn, and most people ignore it. And so if you've played Marcolian, you know how good that is, and you'll probably be more likely to take it out playing against Marcolian.
Oh, and they've got assault status. Oh, buddy.
Oof.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, orbital strike comes in. That's 5 damage straight to the dome. Great card.
Yeah. Yeah, Marco is all about, look, we don't care about the units on your board. We only care about your face. And your face is the thing that's getting domed up. So,
yeah.
Whew.
5/5 on board. This is where you want the cube if you're Brazy. What else could you draw, Sursu? What else are you looking for in Escafari right now?
You definitely want genetic, and you want seeing triple. You want to at least ensure that these units do not attack your face immediately. You want some defenders. Yeah, I mean, smart.
Draws a card.
The beacon is a good relic so that you can set arm status, but you need more units. Squad Trader is great.
Squad Trader is great. You get that card. You get that clone for free. So
right,
easy
it's
peasy.
Just to discard. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now it would have been great if they had that one beacon card that gives you +1 to all units upon death. But this is good. This is good. Having the Cunning Scipio out, you at least get another unit on the board. So.
Assault automatically activated. Solar grenade.
He's got options. Silk has got options, honestly.
He does. His main option is going to be to smash his face.
100%.
Deal 4 damage with the assault. That's a good card. You got to get rid of that if you're Brazy.
The Lancer tank is disgusting. to be quite honest.
It's really good.
Oh, and then Claymore Artillery's about to pop out. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. This is not looking good for Brazy. What's going on here, buddy?
Crazy.
Oh man, where's the earthen when you need it?
Oh, Markolian's feeling good when you bank the solar grenade. That's nice.
Oof.
Hit the face. Got 5 damage in hand, remember, so
He needs to pull an Annihilate too. He's gotta
threatening
get rid of
lethal.
something. Yeah, he's in lethal territory. He's got to get rid of stuff. He needs a genetic modifier. If he had 2 of those right now, oh, he'd be in a great place.
A defender will not even save him because he activates Assault, and then Lemieux can come down, activating all 3 of his abilities, which is destroy an enemy unit, so that takes care of a defender. Give all your guys +1, right?
Buff, yep.
And then what's the other one? Draw a card or something?
I believe it's draw card, yeah.
Just juicy.
You might have to pull out Scipius here, just to activate all the randomly activate muster abilities.
What Muster says he had this game? I don't feel like he's gotten too much value out of that.
Not at all. Not at all. Silk did not come to play for the rematch.
Brazy?
No, Silk Wallace.
He didn't come to play for the rematch.
Because he played Brazy the first time and lost.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking real good.
Yeah.
Brazy deep in the tank trying to figure out how do I get out of this situation.
That Druzian was good. That's a good start. Get the buff on there. Okay.
Nice. PS8.
I would have used the launcher first to save. I mean, the unit wouldn't have been saved really, but still.
Reliant Gamma comes in, buffed. All right,
Okay, well,
Brazy holds
got
off.
Orbital Strike.
Mm-hmm. What do you do if you're Silk here? Do you just start chipping away at their face? do you try and build up your board presence again?
I mean, they've got 10 left. I mean, if there's a way for me to just destroy face right now, I would. Just continue to apply pressure. And the funny thing is like we're in mid game. Like there's still so many cards on the deck. There's nobody's been fully banked yet. So there's tons of opportunity here where so this is free almost for Silk, to be honest.
It's looking good for him. Particularly with the hand he has.
Right.
Smack face a little bit, determined assault, orbital strike, and you got a 2-turn lethal right now?
Yeah. Got another Lancer tank in the hand. Yeah, I mean this is not looking good for Brazy right now. He's gonna have to start dropping clones. If he could drop a Seeing Triple right now, he'd be in a great place.
Yes, that would be good. Because all
That
of
would be
those get
ideal.
a +2.
Oh yes, here we go.
Hey!
Okay.
Signs of life from Brazy, but
Yeah,
Silk Wallace
yeah.
has 8 damage straight to the dome in hand right now.
He does. He does.
So no matter how many blockers you have, you still have to be worried against a Markolian.
I would totally agree.
Grizzled Scout, straight to the bank. Sorry, Grandpa. Ruthless Sergeant.
Three friendly bank cards, and then target a unit for 3 damage. Oh man.
Interesting.
Gets one of those, gets a damage another one, gets rid of all defenders in one move.
Wow.
That's why they call the Ruthless Sergeant. So what happens is you waste 3 banked cards,
Yeah.
and you get 3 damage per unit to effect.
Wow. 9 damage.
Yeah, that's a great clear. I mean, that's a beautiful setup.
Why did he not take out the Exalter earlier? Then Lemmy would not be taking 3 damage. He'd be taking 1. Am I not seeing something, or is that just a small?
No.
Small thing.
I think order of operations wise, you're right.
Yeah.
Um.
Damage to the face.
Yep.
He also could have used that 2 damage from Lemmy straight to the face, ignored the board completely, and he knows he has
Right.
lethal next turn.
Right.
But that's okay. He's still in a strong position. Nothing ready to lose him the game right now.
Come on, let's
Right.
go.
I mean, if he's gonna take out a unit, I would take out the bear so that
Interesting.
you don't get that +1 anymore.
I wonder if he doesn't see the lethal in his hand right now.
I don't think he sees it.
He's too focused. He's laser visioned on the board state.
Right. I think honestly, what he can do now is, I wouldn't even worry about drawing cards. I mean, unless he needs to use it to get into assault state. But I mean, that Lancer tank is gonna do damage, and that effect card. He needs to just use the effect card.
What does that effect do?
The neutron, not the neutron bomb. That's the orbital strike, right?
Well, the orbital strike on the left. I was asking about the one on the right.
Oh, improvised tactics. You just draw 2 cards, discard 1 card, and but if you're in assault state, you just draw 2 cards without discarding.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like good if you are already in the position to just kind of,
Helps kind of cycle the cards a little bit. Gives you some
Right.
advantage when you're rushing down their face.
Right.
Always good.
Oh wow, the surgeon just disappeared, but I think my stream glitched, so I didn't see what happened.
He cubed it, turned it into a clone, and then traded his clone straight into it.
Oh, smart.
Down to 7, activates Assault, drops the Lancer tank.
Bam. Yup.
And I think at this point, he's realizing, oh, I've had lethal for 2 turns.
Right. Silk. You gotta recognize your lethal when you have it early, so you don't make it harder for yourself. But thankfully, there's no defenders, so I mean, unless
He's looking fine.
yeah. The seeing triple once again. I mean, he can use the effect card, so it should be fine. He should be okay.
Yeah, Brazy thinks that he's safe. Turns
He's
out
not.
he's not safe, dude. He's far from safe.
I think the road for Brazy ends here, which means
Well, this
he'll
is
be
the
placed-
first match. Oh, it's a best of 1 in losers, isn't
It's
it?
best of 1 and losers. Yeah,
Oh.
I need to update my stream screen. But yeah, it's best
Savage.
of 1 and losers. Yeah. Although I think for next week we should probably do losers final best of 3. I think that makes it fair.
That makes sense, I think.
It was best of 3 for losers last week the whole time, but it took so much time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why we reduced it.
This feels... And there it is, orbital strike to the face.
Yeah.
GG, Brazy, well fought, my man. Silk Wallace, congrats, into the finals, the grand finales.
Yep.
Damn,
We love that.
I'm
we
excited.
Love to see it. We love to see it.
Thank you for putting this on, Sue. I just want to say that. I'm sure chat will show you some love too, but like this is just really fun.
Bro, I've been trying to do this since Parallel was announced. Like,
Dude, right? That's how I feel with the game Cellar. I feel like this is like it's finally time. We've been planning ever since we heard about Parallel. It's like imagine being able to play that on stream
facts.
and cast
Facts, dude.
and earn while you play, which is also sick.
Bro, crazy. You know what's also dope? Shout out to the Exile team. You've got a 3rd place placement with Brazy. So Brazy was dethroned this week.
Mhm.
But I mean, 1st last week and then 3rd this week. He's still in the top 3. That's still very disgusting to consider.
It's
So
really
now
good
it just depends
performance.
whether or not Silk, who's unsigned, versus Big House, who is signed to Exile, to see which one takes the top spot. Will Exile be dethroned fully, or will Big House take the 1st spot? We will see shortly in the grand finals.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Facts.
Silk Wallace versus Big Hoss. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be juicy. And yeah, shout outs to Brazy. Like top 3, top 1, top 3, and I guarantee he's going to be up there next week too. Like they're starting to build a portfolio of one of the top players for sure.
100% agree. I need Mr. Kavak to get in here though.
Yo, I thought more people would be signing up. Did they just not know about it?
I don't know if they don't know about it or if they just don't want to show off their metas yet.
Saving it for the Ardent tournament?
I think so.
That could
I
be
think
it.
so.
You should.
And I think once that's over with, then we'll probably start to see more signups. But low key, I think
You know what,
these
though?
people who are playing right now are going to be so much more prepared.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm
still
very curious.
you can still build in secret and play tournaments. Like it's what you
Right.
should do is you should hit up Muka. Muka has top talent on his stream like all the time. They're streaming, they're playing games. Like I'm sure he would let his guys know.
Matter of fact, Muka did hit me up the other day asking for casters. So I'm gonna bring him on to cast one of these. I think next week because I won't be available next week anyway. So I'll have him take my spot and cast. I think that'd be really fun to see.
I'd love to cast with Muka.
Hell yeah.
That dude's an encyclopedia.
Big facts, dude. Seriously.
He has so much knowledge. I'm out here calling crazy fingers and master hands, and like he's like
Knows the names
This
and
is
everything."
this is the 7th version, and the stats used to be this 5 different patches ago, and it's like, bro, chill. But also
he's
we
cracked.
need that.
Yeah. I agree. I would love to do like post shows where like we take during the week we kind of like look at a lot of the games and we do some more stats. Like I've been doing like some write-ups. Like I did one for last week and kind of just talked about some of the metas that were being played. But it'd be dope if we can kind of put our brains together, probably collaborate with Muka and be like, yo, let's like statistically go through some of this stuff and do some really cool like esports reporting
Yes,
on the scene. I think that'd be really sick.
100%.
All right.
So
Let
we
me
got
hit this.
Big Hoss versus Silk. Are these guys rolling yet? No, they're not.
Yeah, I think they need to update the scores first, and they haven't updated it yet.
Okay.
But I can do that because
Silk Walls has some nice stream quality, so we will watch his.
Yeah, I agree. Let me go ahead and if they haven't updated, I'm gonna update it myself. Cause I'm an admin. Woo. It's great when you're working with a platform that you built.
Yeah. Hey, the Uber Burger and Default. We got some viewers in here. Thank you guys. I know you'll see this 3 minutes late, but I'll hit you up in chat right now.
All right, cool. Submitted the scores here. I'm now waiting on it to update so we can put what's his name back in here. I don't know if I have to go into do I have to just refresh?
Baby, Silk Wallace versus Big Hoss.
Here we go. Cool. Okay, so I think just got to refresh the page here. And yep, here we go. Big Hoss versus Silk Wallace for the grand finals. I'm going to put my stream on BRB real quick so I could put out a tweet and then we are going to be good to. Actually, no, the match is loading in. We're just going to load this bad boy. Man, this is really hype. We've got Big Hoss, we've got Silk Wallace. This is the grand finals. It's a best of 3. Let's see who is the prime player of the week. Will it be Big Hoss from Exile or will it be Silk Wallace? Let's find out. I'm super excited for this game. These games have been insane this week. Last week was really good, but like this week, oh my goodness.
The best match of last week was that very first game that we casted with. It was like Earthen.
Yeah.
I forgot
Cold Plunge and Brazy?
Yeah, it was Cold Plunge and Brazy. That was a amazing match. And then Man, just it feels like every match this week has been
Yeah.
good.
I agree. There's been several. I know the one that came to mind was definitely the Silk Wallace and Brazy matchup, game 2, where Silk Wallace was playing playing Shroud. That was ridiculous. That power instructor play was very, very memorable. But I mean, every game we've casted so far, even the early ones have been quite incredible. So this has been fun. It's been fun to watch.
100%. Having a grand time. You know what? And I'm also looking, this is selfish, but I'm looking forward to eating after this.
Dude.
Do you have any dinner lined up for after
Yo, me and the missus are about to cook up something crazy after this, man. I'm very hungry.
Yeah, I'm about to cook up some McDonald's as fast as I can get it delivered to my door is what I'm going to do.
Big facts, bro. Talking all this meta is making my brain hurt, man. I'm using a lot of brain power right now.
It's kind of wild how much energy streaming takes.
Yeah.
It's like a first world problem, or it's a different type of energy than bricklaying or whatever. But
most definitely.
It does take some juice from you for sure.
Most definitely.
And we are into it. Silk Wallace, Gunslinger. You setting this tone straight to the face. And we got Big Hoss with Scipius playing Cathari. Oh, man. Solar Grenade in hand already from Silk Wallace in that bright red profile picture. Big Hoss doesn't even care, man. He's got a default profile picture.
Facts.
Just chilling.
Here's my thing. Like, are we going to see, is this going to be a matchup that we just saw where it was Silk versus Brazy, same type of matchup, and Silk takes it? Or do we see where the Cathari actually like gets going and puts more pressure onto this Marco deck setup?
Silk Wallace taunting.
He's feeling it.
Let's
Silk
go.
Wallace is feeling themselves right now.
Yep.
I like to see it.
Same.
We need smack talk in comp. This is what makes competition incredible.
Silk Wallace is gonna turn heel, go full Vince McMahon, start throwing chairs around the ring. He's got it all covered.
Oh, he's got 2 orbital. Jeez.
Wow.
His deck is loaded.
He is feeling himself with an orbital strike in the
Oh,
bank.
and got assault state. Oh yeah, get rid of the.
I thought orbital strike was legendary. Is it not?
I don't think it is.
Oh. It can't be if he's got 2 in his deck, but
Right.
there you have it. Another damage
Oh,
to the
man.
face, 4 down already.
Right. Great way to get rid of that cunning Scipius so you don't have the clones, the iterants being popped up every 5 seconds. So that's smart.
Yeah. And this is, you talk about order of operations. Markolian assault decks, that is, you need to remember to activate assault before you
Right.
before you start trying to do assault things.
Right.
I've seen more than enough games ruined because someone forgets the right order to do things in.
Absolutely. And and that takes a lot of it takes a lot of practice. It takes a good amount of games so that you can figure out the rhythm of how your deck works. Because it's one thing to assemble it, you might know it from the numbers, but if you don't practice that deck and you don't get it out there and see the different types of ways in which your card draw works, it's going to be very difficult for you to adapt and figure out, like, okay, I know I have these things in my deck, but I have to maybe wait for a couple turns for these things to start to turn on. But yeah, not missing assault is just as bad as like not knowing when and how to banish, not knowing how to set up shielded for Auconcore, or even like, for example, with the Earthen setup, like not figuring out where to place your units so that if you're running decay, it works to its benefit.
Yeah. I've also pacified things before playing out all my units and missing 1/1s on all across my board. There's a lot of depth to this game that I think could be underestimated if you're just watching it from the outside, but
Correct.
I love it, man. I'm so happy to be early into such a good game.
Facts.
Grizzled Scout coming off the top from Silk Wallace. Will he play
And the
it this
neutron
turn?
bomb too. It's got some options here.
Grizzled Scout's not the worst play right here.
No, it's not.
He doesn't necessarily need to bank because of how low cost his deck is. He
Right.
always could. He could activate Assault and then drop down that Lancer tank. That's never a bad call.
Right, which I think is what he's... Oh, is he going to play Lemieux?
Oh, that's what we're talking about, dude. Silk caught himself. Order of operations. Made sure he
Right.
didn't miss those other two options.
Right. Oh, great deal.
Pulls a card from waste. That's the third
Yeah,
one.
that's the third one, yeah. That's so crazy. We just talked about order of ops, and then we were about to see a misplay, and a
Yeah.
correction happen in like
Ooh.
the same beat. That's so good.
Master Poisoner comes out too. You're right. That's synchronicity.
That Master Poisoner was clutch in creating that board clear.
Lancer tank should take care of it, but
Yep.
you gotta gunslinger his face in order to activate that assault.
Right.
Tactical display and bank. Not quite ready to do that. Oh, he's just gonna neutron
A
bomb.
neutron bomb that.
That's cool. That works.
Yeah. Yep. Then he's got. Yep. Hit the face.
Little pea shooter.
Oh, and then okay.
Rubber band gun. Straight to the face. The
Determined
gunslinger
assault.
looks so badass in the art, but he doesn't have much firepower.
Right. I wish there was a PL for a gunslinger. For some reason, I just wish I could just see him go.
There's a lot of movement. I think we're going to say that a lot when it comes to Planetfall cards.
I want everything to be a PL. Bucket.
Dude, same.
Give me motion with every single card, please. Thank you very much.
If this gets to like Hearthstone or Marvel Snap level, I hope that that's like a patch they release. Just everything's PL now.
Oh, dude. You know how I would buy up all the PLs, bro. Even with decks I don't play as, just because all the cards are going to look beautiful.
Bro. Wait, Lancer Tank hits 4 to the face.
Yeah.
7 health already from Big Hoss.
This is very lethal.
His board's juicy, but is it juicy enough?
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Checking the waist. What do I got in there? Grizzled Scout looks so good. I wish it was more viable.
Nah, seriously. I mean, cunning diplomat's good here because you just have a defender, and you get to draw some cards.
It's a nice little flexible card,
Right.
and it's universal, so a lot of decks can utilize it. I'm up in the air on it because I like that card, but it feels like one of those cards where you put it in your deck if it's not optimized. You know what I mean? It's like Gambler's Coin.
Yeah.
Like if
That
you're,
makes sense.
If you're having to use Gambler's Coin and re-find your entire hand, you haven't built your deck correctly.
Right. Right.
You know?
That's such a big fact.
Cunning Diplomat feels like that, and if that's the case, then that's fine. But you could just need some defense, and with the board that Big Hoss is building, like
This is looking crazy right now.
yeah, you might need it, dude. That was a
Oh,
wild
the
turn.
genetic is so clutch. Bye, Lancer Tank.
Gonna need to improvise. Yikes.
Well, he's got 2 cards that will give him card draw, if anything.
He does. He's got card draw. He's got a little defense, at least from one of those units.
Oh, and the Beacon of Gneis gives him another iterant upon attacking the face. Damn.
Oh, and a
Are we
plus
seeing a
one.
turnaround from Big Hoss?
It's possible. It depends what kind of dirty face damage cards Silk has in his hand. He could just draw an orbital strike and just dome him.
He could. If he gets an orbital strike, I would lose it.
So he has 1 in his bank. I believe he had 1 he already
the waist,
used,
too.
right? In the waist.
Yeah.
So he could have another one. He also a Lancer tank. There's plenty of cards that can do face damage, but you're going to need to kill this turn.
Right.
That's one of them. That'll do face damage. That'll do
Okay.
face damage.
That does face damage as well.
You want to draw cards, but you also want to
Then you got the arms.
You need
so
enough.
You can draw for free without removing a card.
Oh,
Oh
bricked.
shit! Strength of Mars. That's arm 2.
Bank it. You got to draw again. There's nothing 0 cost that can help him, though, right?
No, there's nothing that can help him right now. That's. He only has his one defender, and he's got a full bank of energy
10,
he can use at his disposal.
16. He's got more than lethal. So
Yeah.
this is Big Haas's game.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was what a turnaround.
that's just BM.
Yeah,
Everything gets +2, +1. That just hurts. Wow. Very close game. But Big Haas is going to take this one.
yeah.
And that's 1-0, man.
That's 1-0 Big Hoss, man. Wow, what a turn.
Yeah.
What a turn of events. And again, this is why, and I'm going to emphasize this for anyone that's watching. This is why you have cards that remove relics.
That really
Because
was
the
the
Beacon
difference.
of Gneis literally gave him half of the cards on that board right now.
Well, and he was getting them for cheap, too, because of the pod, you know?
Right.
That was... He got at least 2 cost off. That's why that one turn was able to be so big.
Exactly. You cannot sleep on relic removal.
Guys.
If you get the Saboteur, which is a unit card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cost 3. You get 2/3 on the board. It removes a relic as its muster. Get those shits in your deck, right? You can get what's the other relic? I forget the name of it. It's a universal, but you can remove a relic off the board. It's a 2-cost effect card. You also have Annihilate, remove relics. You've got
EMP?
Yes, and you also have that one cowboy card. I forget the name of it right now. That can steal a relic.
Oh, hijack.
Not just hijack. It's the other one. Let me go on
Cowboy
parallel.com. Let me go to the cards. Because
I'm trying to think about what you're talking about. The cowboy card that can steal a relic.
Yes, it's a universal.
If you're running Shroud, you can do...
Black market smuggler.
Yes.
It's a 6-cost energy card.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you get to steal a relic.
It's pretty good.
And it has beefy stats. It's like 4/5.
I gotta take another look at that. That's probably changed.
It's a strong card.
That's changed from Alpha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take a look at that again.
Dude, it's a strong as hell card. Like, and this is what I mean, right? Like, Alpha, nobody was really worried about relics because they were always high cost. But now relics are well within early game cost. Cathari, you could throw out 0 cost relics, basically. Like, you got to get rid of those things.
Yeah.
You don't want to give a Cathari any leverage.
Yeah.
Like, whatsoever. If it's one parallel you don't want to give leverage to, it's Cathari.
You know what? That's 100% true. And you're seeing that on ranks too. It's like people are getting free value from all their relics when there's so many options to get rid of those things. And
Right.
Cathari particularly, everyone complains about them, but a lot of their value is based off of their relic situation. So
Exactly.
that's a great
And
point.
this is one of the things why, like, you know, when Silk runs the tape back, he's going to look at it and be like, that relic, those relics cost him the game.
Yeah, definitely did, but he's choosing to have a relic
Play
card of his
Earthen.
own. He's got Tane, turns into a relic when he dies. That's later game, though. Right now, he's
Right.
Earthen playing the Gunslinger up against Big Haas's Cathari again. Earthen has a great matchup here, so
Yeah.
we'll see if he can draw Spores.
Right. I'm actually curious as to why the Earthen was played instead of the Shroud that he's already been consistently winning at in these matchups.
Probably
But,
not fast enough against Cathari.
I would agree.
It doesn't look like this deck is very... Well, you know what? I don't want to say. He's in grand finals and I am not right now, so I want to see what he's playing before I start criticizing the Earthen deck. I just have so much time spent into Earthen.
Right.
that it just makes you wonder, but we'll see. I want Silk Wallace to come back. I want to see the epic game 3 in this matchup. Right now, it's 1 for Big Hoss, 0 for Silk Wallace.
Right.
Oh, who do you got? What do you think this match is going to look like, Cersei?
Oh, you know what? I mean, I'm just enjoying the quality of these matches right now.
Yeah.
But Silk has been on a revenge tour, and I kind of want to see him take it.
It would be an Exile upset. Exile would be so mad.
They would. And that's not the reason why. But there's just something about like seeing this dark horse pop in and change it up a little bit. I think it's really gotten folks to adjust kind of like how they would play their games too, I think. So I've been really just watching the mental with these players and figuring out how they're going to play, if they're following order of operations, figuring out what they're able to do with what is in front of them has been really fun. Like seeing the ingenuity of these players and the cards that they draw has been really great to watch.
Yeah, I really love the journey we've taken. And
Facts.
being a little bit meta right now, as like starting to get into casting a bit more and putting on tournaments and stuff, like telling that story is important and it's fun. And so I love the way you frame it. Silk Wallace is our underdog hero against Exile, the big dark championship team. Team X Blades versus Brink.
Oh, deep cut. Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Now I feel like I want to watch that movie again.
Dude, it holds up. It's actually quite the
does.
vibe.
And the music works too.
It's really good.
Yo, I'm keen on this.
You can't say that for every single. Gafar's a great play here. Because if you have two, sometimes you can catch your opponent slipping and they'll try and take out that conduit and instead get pacified.
Right.
Man, that's so funny. Yeah, Brink is sick. I thought about changing my profile picture to him.
I like it.
But I realized like I'd lose every single ounce of brand awareness I have with my orphan account. But it doesn't really. I don't really care that much. But
oh, the genetic modifier on Gafar.
Yikes.
Pain, bro.
That's clutch.
Oh, that hurts.
That's a big swing in board presence.
That hurts my spirit.
All Earthen needs to do, though, well, first off, we see how quickly things get out of turn if you let Cathari do its thing.
Right.
I've got to imagine there's spores in there. And with the seeds, the pacify, and the tane, Silk Wallace has the juice right now, and he's keeping the board clear. That's what Earthen needs to do. Late games, Cathari is not very good.
I agree. Cathari is about snowballing early to make you concede because there's too many clones on the board. Earthen is like we are a patient group. We are battered, but we are not defeated. What does Nemaya say? We're
stand
unbreakable.
Before she yells a lot. I can't hear what she's saying most of the time, but she yells a lot of inspiration, I think.
We like a yeller,
Yeah.
a positive one at that, not a negative one, but a positive yeller is good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good for the psyche.
Yeah, it's like Braveheart.
Facts. Oh, I mean, there's some changes. There's a lot of changes that can be made. And we got the Dauntless.
Dauntless or Formidable Presence?
Formidable makes sense. You can clear the board right now.
It's very efficient. And you got to make sure that he doesn't start only choosing to do 2, so he has the extra energy for next turn.
Right, smart.
Very smart. Takes out the key cards, leaves the clone. Nobody cares about the clone.
Right. But again, what I'm not seeing, relic removals. You don't want to keep these things up. You don't want the tome up. You don't want the beacon. You don't want any of these things. The nucleotonic synthesizer. You don't want none of those things on the board.
Yeah.
Got to get rid of them.
We got to get rid of it all.
These counters, because they creep up. You know, the one thing you can't remove is the counter on the Juggernaut Workshop. But everything else, you want to get get them out of here.
Ooh, why I oughta.
Facts. I'm very passionate about relic removal.
And I love it. There's not enough passion about relic removal out there these days.
Yeah, because folks are sleeping on it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is what wins matches on the low.
You're
And
not
now
wrong.
he's got the counter on the tome and the counter on the synthesizer. Oh, this is oof. When those go away. Yeah, man.
There you go.
There we go.
There
We got
you
a
go.
Saboteur. Let's
Saboteur in
go.
Saboteur in the deck. Let's go.
Yes, you play it.
And he doesn't play.
Oh no. Silk, what's going on, buddy? Get rid of the relics.
I
man.
can't see your stream right now, but I just imagine you just like hair in hand, just pulling.
I look like the Joker from The Killing Joke.
Joke?
His hands and like I'm a straight clown right now.
Dude, the joke may be on us though, because he can now use the Saboteur on the beacon, which is a much more valuable relic.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You got to wonder if he has an EMP in there. That would be juicy, taking out
That's the other thing.
4 relics.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? He's going nuts, dude.
Yeah, that's
He
a lot
must
of
be
power.
stopped. He must be stopped. Get rid of that damn Beacon of Ganaeus. You do not want that on the board.
If he
at
doesn't
all.
do it this turn,
Yeah, then he's losing.
yeah,
And this is going to be the quickest grand finals.
yeah. He's got to do it.
Interesting choice to bank that.
He wants
Saboteur,
the energy.
my friend.
He's trying to get to Tane next turn.
Oh,
Order
but
of
you
operations.
won't have enough to do anything with. Yes, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Read
You're
it.
reading.
Get rid of it. He should have dropped the Saboteur before
Honestly,
the
he
Pacify.
might have to get rid of if I'm Saboteur, I'm getting rid of the tome because the tome already has too many
Targeting phase.
counters. It has too many counters.
Yeah.
So it's gonna proc next turn.
Don't you choose when to proc it, depending on how many counters are on there?
Well, when you have your 4, you have to choose which action you want to proc. But one thing is gonna get proc this turn.
I see. I might be remembering incorrectly from the. He got rid of the beacon though, so I think that's.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
at
think
least
that's a
there's
good
no
play.
face.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
Yes.
Silk, top deck the spores, heart of the cards, spores right now. That would be beastly.
No, he wouldn't. Yeah, he would need spores. Crazy. Spores would do it. Spores would help stave off this Cathari disease that's happening right now.
Why did he trade that off?
Silk is like, come on, one more turn.
Oh,
he's like, one more turn.
It's Big Hoss's turn. My bad. I thought that
He's like,
Silk
"One more
traded that
turn."
off. Yeah, he's like,
No. Big Hoss traded it.
He's
Yeah.
like, let's go. Let's fucking go. What else could help here? Macalite Shield could be big work.
Oh, Malachite Shield would be massive.
Yes.
Oh, that would be massive. Malachite Shield or Aurora Fungi would be huge.
That would be good. You got to be real worried seeing last match about that clone unit coming and giving everything +2/+1 and just dying immediately.
Right.
Seeds would also be
Seeds
good.
would be clutch, dude. Seeds would be clutch. Spores and then seeds, clutch.
Yes, 100%. You want to get Tane out there, but you also don't want to die immediately. You know?
Right. The Ardent Negotiator. Well, we definitely don't have seeds.
This feels... I think I've seen enough to say that this is a not optimized deck.
I would agree with you here. I honestly would have probably played the Shroud deck, which he has much more utility and capability.
Sure. Especially with some of those banish cards, you can really keep Cathari at bay until you get to your big juicers.
Right.
Malachite Shield would have been nice. I mean, that is a defender. It does block, but
it's not enough considering all the units he has on board right now.
Yeah.
He's got to start. Yeah, he's got to start fighting.
Next turn, the Dauntless Axeman will be up, but he needs to survive.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he will. I mean, at least thankfully, like some of these cards that do hit the face will return. And so, yeah, man, this is rough.
If the Negotiator survives, which is iffy, right? It will bounce anything that doesn't kill it back to their hand, and if that's a if that's a token, it just kills it, no matter what.
Right, exactly. Which are all the iterants, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's got a 4/4.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, he's gonna just pump that 4/4 up, I think.
I want Silk to pull through, but it's feeling.
Oh, he's got a fight. He's got 2 of those. Holy shit!
Oh no.
Yeah, this is.
Is it lethal?
This might be a GG's. It might be. Well, wait. The Dauntless Axeman has 8/8.
I don't want to.
There's a 2/4 Garden, and then there's a 2/5.
2/5's dead for sure.
The 2/5's dead, and then there's no other defenders.
2/4 could be dead, but he might have lethal. It depends what Big Hoss is counting right now. I would love to see an epic top deck. But Big Hoss, while he's giving every unit in his entire collection +1/+1. Yo, and he can pop his tome too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I would have gotten rid of the tome.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Because he hasn't even hit face at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, again, you can't be letting these relics roll wild. I tried to tell you.
Dude, how many counters is Tome gonna have if he does pull a spores and survive this?
Tome has. I can't even read that. It looks like 6 at least.
I think it's 6. Value there, he's got 9, 10, 11, 12.
The earthen endure.
He doesn't have lethal.
Oh,
Yo!
Yeah.
Rebel
The Rebel
General! Deal damage and heal yourself in the...
Oh, God. That was...
Savage.
That was dirty.
Brutalized.
That was incredibly brutal.
Big Hoss takes it with a 2-0 on Silk
without
Wallace.
question. Very easy. Yeah. Big
Incredible.
Hoss without question. His Cathari deck is disgusting.
Incredible. Those games today, man. Congratulations to Big Hoss. Let's try and jump in Discord and see if we can
Facts.
get some...
Let's do that.
Yo, Silk.
What's up?
Very well fought, my man.
Oh man, I was praying for spores, and it just
That's what we were
would not
praying
come.
to.
We were wondering if it was in your deck because it wasn't popping up.
Yeah, I have 2 of them, but not anymore. I'm gonna have 3 from now on.
Man,
Wow.
that would have really, that would have turned things around. We were praying for it on stream. We were like, "When's the spores gonna come?"
I know, but Haas is amazing, so I don't feel bad losing to him.
Haas is amazing. Another win for Exile, but no slouch yourself, man. You played really well this tournament.
Yeah, I've been
Facts.
practicing. So I play mostly Marcolian, and playing Shroud and Earthen, it like gets me out of my element,
Yeah.
But I'll get there. I'm gonna practice, come back.
Well,
Oh.
I'll say for one thing, you dethroned last week's champion
Oh, really?
Yeah.
very soundly. Yes, Brazy
Okay, yeah.
won last week.
That's something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
100%.
So
Excellent.
congrats on that. One.
Thank
Two,
you.
I know you play Marcolian primarily, definitely because of just seeing how comfortable you are putting things on the board.
Yeah.
But I mean, watching you play your Shroud deck, I honestly was like, damn, like, are you a Shroud main? Because you were playing it very, very, very well.
That's
So
that's probably like the second most that I play is that one.
nice.
Hey guys, good
Go.
games,
What's
man.
going on, bro?
Big Haas. Congrats,
game.
man.
Congrats,
Good
brother.
game. Thank you. I have to be really quick and hop off because I'm a half hour late for something, and I got my family going crazy around me. But I just wanted to hop in and thanks for the tournament and everything. It went well.
Thanks for
Of
playing,
course,
man.
of
You're the
course.
champ.
Played great.
Thank you.
Have fun with the family.
All right, and I look forward to watching the rest of the stream and all the conversation and stuff. So we'll see you guys later.
All right.
Oh yeah, sounds
man.
good. Congrats again.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, Orphan. I know you like the Great Enigma.
I love
I
him.
saw some. Yeah, I saw your stream. You were playing with that before, and I was like, oh, he's probably gonna be so excited when this comes out.
I was. Yeah,
It's such a great card.
played it last
It
night.
is.
It's
I'm
such a
like,
great
this is the
card.
best card in the game right now. It's like such good moments.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you never know what you're gonna get. It's always something crazy, you know. I pulled the Bulwark Seeds, and
Yeah. It's even crazier if you can't cancel whatever you have to play whatever you
Yeah.
whatever you reveal.
for good or worse, yeah.
Yeah, really fun though. All right, man. Well, good games again. I'm looking forward. Are you playing next week?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to check the schedule with the wife, but
It's the same time every week.
okay.
So
All
if
right.
it works
Well-
for her, then it works for us.
That's right.
For sure.
Try to make it work.
That part.
Good games, man. And Cersei, thanks for casting with me, dude. I'm gonna go solo and close out the stream. Shout out the sponsors and everything, but
Word.
appreciate you guys.
We'll have our exhibition match next over the weekend then. Or
Yeah,
sometime next
let's
week.
do it another day. I know we're both hungry, so I'm kind of fiending to go
Yeah,
eat
no,
right now.
I agree. I agree. All right, awesome, cool. So let's do that, and then you close out yours. I'll close out mine on my end, and yeah, man, sick.
Sounds good, man. Thanks again for putting this on. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course, no problem. Anytime.
See you guys.
See ya.
you. Let me go on.
There you have it. There you have it. Let me mute this other one. I forgot this was up. There you have it, guys. Big round of applause for everyone in the tournament. We'll take another look at the bracket, and then we'll shout out our sponsors. Souk, Paragon's Dow, Stadium, and of course, yours truly, the Game Cellar, bringing matches to you left and right. We're doing this again next week, same time, same place. I hope all of you enjoyed it. I hope all of you had a great time. I know I did. We'll take you to this. You can see the sponsors right here. Let me link them real quick. And Souk does have a promo going right now. They're giving away about $150 to someone who does the most gains the most value on trading on their platform. So please check that out. They've been great to us, and I can guarantee you'll be seeing more of them. Here's Paragon's Dow, also been great to us. Souk. And then last but not least, Stadium, Sursu, putting on the tournaments weekly. I'm looking forward to the Ardents tournament too. It's going to be a good time. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. That's all I got to say, man. I think Ryan may be streaming tomorrow. And I'm going to be working on another video that'll be out next week. In the meantime, you know where to find me. Find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. Everything's at Cellar_GG. Follow us, share it. We got the guide for anyone who's picking up starter packs and getting into the game. We got the how to play parallel guide. So dinner time for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.